I've been telling them no, and they
Come on in.
a lot of them said, well, if you don't want me, I'm
Brian,
going to
back
go.
up so they can
Yeah.
come in
So-
and shut the door.
Yeah, so I'm Shelly. This is Jared. We just wanted to have a conversation with you. And your name's Brian, right?
Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah.
Okay.
Are you videotaping?
I am videotaping.
That's
for-
fine. I just
just so you know, you can't say that we came here and vice versa. Just for
Right.
everyone's safety.
Now, and
you know?
who are you again?
I'm Shelly.
No. I mean, what are you?
Oh I was having a conversation with Brian online, and he believed that I was a 11-year-old girl.
Okay.
Okay.
Why are
so-
you talking to an 11-year-old girl?
So we want to have a conversation about that, okay? So, just ask you a couple questions and figure out what you're trying to do, okay?
I said this person said you,
Mm-hmm.
and I told him I said you said you was going to run away, and I said no. I was trying to convince you not to.
Okay. So
Whoa,
you
wait.
weren't. To explain things a little bit better. I'm saying that you were talking to me just to get through it, but you were conversating with an 11-year-old girl, correct?
But if he was trying to convince you not to run away, he wasn't
Well,
doing
yeah.
anything wrong. He
That's-
was trying to
okay.
tell you
Okay,
not
well,
to do
we're
anything.
we're gonna go over that conversation, okay?
So he's saying that he was trying to convince her not to run away.
Yeah. Right.
Do you have the conversation?
Oh yeah, I have it all of it.
Is that
right
what you're
here.
pulling up?
Oh yeah, yeah.
From start to finish.
Okay, Brian.
Well, I'm gonna get
One,
to it.
I want to let y'all know something
Uh-huh.
before y'all go any further, and I want this on tape.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I'm not gonna videotape you though. I just
No, I don't care if you do.
Oh, okay.
He is a minister.
Okay.
He's ordained as a minister.
Oh, what do you mean?
Okay.
Yeah.
And he has also got some. He's not as quick as we are.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm not making excuses.
Right.
I'm explaining him.
Yeah. That's
He also
fine.
has dyslexic. So if
Okay.
you're seeing misspelled words on there,
Yeah.
or missed words on there,
Mhm.
I want you to understand that's what I'm not standing up
And,
for him.
and my
I'm
phone, every
explaining.
time I type, my
Yeah.
phone does
Yeah.
miss, and it'll correct certain things.
I
to
told
what it
you
is.
you shouldn't be talking to people online about anything
and-
because this was going to happen.
And I apologize for everything.
Listen, and we just kind of want to go through it and kind of figure out what's going on. If we could have, 5 minutes of your guys' time.
Yeah,
to
you're
go
not.
through it.
You're not.
If you want to take a seat, I don't know
Yeah,
if we can sit
I did. The only thing
down.
I'm saying are you law enforcement.
I'm not law enforcement. I'm not
Okay,
law enforcement.
who
I'm not
are
here
you?
to talk to you. Someone has sent me these chat logs because they were concerned that you were talking to an 11-year-old girl.
So do you work
Okay.
with law enforcement?
I do not work with law enforcement.
But
I am
who's
not
sending
law
it? Who
enforcement.
is sending this?
Someone
to you?
has found these chat logs and they have sent it to me.
Wait,
Why
you
to
just,
you?
Wait. You just said you're the one who talked to him. So now you're
Yeah,
saying
yeah.
they sent it to you.
Okay, no, stop. We run an online organization that catches online child predators.
Okay, well,
Okay,
I'm
And
just trying to
I've been
understand.
trying to help
so-
our law. Our
Okay.
Now I've been like
Okay.
But let this man finish before you
please.
go
Okay,
interrupt.
so you said that you were trying to convince her not to run away.
Mhm.
Okay, so this is very shortly after you first started texting her. You said, "Hi, beautiful. How are you?" She
Yeah,
said,
I
"Hey."
always say that. That's my.
That's fine. You didn't
Okay,
know. That's
listen.
fine. You didn't know the age yet.
we
That-
want to
that's-
hear these texts.
You said, "Hi, beautiful. How are you?" She said, "Hey." He said, "Hi, beautiful. How are you? Did you read my profile?" She said, "Yeah." He said, "How old are
Sit down.
you? Did you read my profile? Baby, how old are you? You like to be my sex slave or my master? You pick."
That's where I'm saying my phone. My
No.
No, that's not.
No. Before you
Okay,
go
this is
any
before you knew
further.
the age.
This is before you do
Okay,
the
I'm
age.
not going to kink shame people.
Okay,
because
okay,
there
yeah.
are people that are in
So this
Oh,
is
yeah,
before you
that's-
knew she was
We're
11.
not here to do that either.
Yeah,
Okay.
well, there's a lot of
Yeah.
conversation.
I just wanted to get
and
to the
I would.
point.
I'd
This
be
point
willing
right
to
here.
Brian?
help you guys on this.
Sit
So-
down and let me finish.
I'm getting to it. She said, could you ask how old she was? She said, kind of afraid to say my age. You said, baby, it okay, tell me. Under age 18? She said, would you be okay if I was younger than that? You said, okay, are you 11-year-old or higher? She said, you'd be okay if I was 11. He said, okay, baby, you wanted to tell me in person and you do anything to me with even running from home.
Yeah, I said that. Now the
She
reason I
never
said
said anything about running away.
She did.
then did she? Then that's when the message came in. Yeah, I'm thinking about my mom.
Yeah, she said that, but that was after you brought it up.
After you brought it up.
Right, like she never
I
said.
was just but I was just seeing. I'm just seeing what she would say. That's what I was saying.
But you brought it up, man. You brought
Okay.
it up.
Okay. Hang on a second.
and I apologize.
I'm not trying to be mean here.
I apologize.
But I want to handle this because I know how to
I
handle
don't
it.
want.
Okay.
I don't want anything to do with this.
Brian,
Too much.
I want you
This-
to look at me.
Just listen.
This is what I was talking about. I have told you to quit getting on these sites stop getting on the sites. Because I warned you a long time ago, shit like this can go down. Okay, now you may have been innocent stuff, but the things you say, you don't think about what's coming out of your head. And then that stuff comes up. Now, this was an 11-year-old, Brian, you got a 13-year-old niece, my granddaughter. I would have whooped your ass all over Ohio if I'd seen that shit. I wouldn't have come here and just questioned you.
Now,
and ma'am, there was also a younger child that was involved in the conversation as well. Yeah.
Okay, now I'm mad at this. Okay,
Yeah.
I'll deal with this.
now
This will be dealt with.
Can I?
Brian?
Wait, just wait.
I want to answer her, and then you can step in because this is about you. Okay, I'm going to deal with this.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
But my thing is, are these children going to be dealt with for getting? Where was their parents to eyeball the site they were on?
Okay.
Because Mike's grandson, my son, my 13-year-old daughter, she don't get on shit until he is eyeballed, and he checks her emails and everything every day.
That's great. Tell him to keep doing that.
So my question with that is where are the parents and why are those kids on it? Because to me, that's a setup on him. Then
Okay.
now this you and I are going to deal with because now I'm angry because this will not ever happen again. I can promise.
That's good.
That
I don't know if you want to see more or know.
I
more.
don't want to.
Okay.
I do.
Yeah.
He
Yeah.
wants to know.
And, yeah, and we would like him to talk. We would
Here's-
like to
No,
ask you
I'm
some
going to let you
questions.
talk
That's
to him
the
now.
beginning
I
of the
just had to get
Yeah,
mine
no,
out.
and you're fine.
Um,
I know.
Can't fall down.
And
I
I
want
have the other phone where he was texting her because I got off the app and they were texting me.
What other phone?
I have there's another phone.
So he met her on an app, and then they started texting.
Okay,
So
yeah,
that's text
but
messaging.
I have.
We have other phones just to communicate with people. So
Oh, they're talking about for them. to
Yes.
talk.
Okay.
Not him.
Now, can I ask a question?
yeah, you sure can.
Is there any way I can help you guys with this in catching these?
Wait, stop.
yeah.
No, don't, Brian.
We don't need any help. We're pretty.
Well,
cool
I'm just saying.
and
What I'm saying is,
No,
if
Brian.
you gave me a
No.
number to contact you, say, hey, there's somebody else on here doing this.
I would like for you to get help.
Okay,
For you to realize what you're doing.
Oh, he's going to
is-
get help.
is
We're going to meet
correct.
after.
Oh,
Right.
trust.
And,
He's
and
going
it
to.
sounds like you guys
I believe
are
it. I believe it.
definitely.
This is not.
Or
This
on
is
this one right here, that
never happened before.
you know,
And it will never
does
happen
does
again, I
you actually have an
As
age
far
on
as-
here whether you're talking
Yeah.
before he
And
sends
this will
that
be
one picture
highly
that's down here?
Dealt with.
I can
Because I didn't see
tell,
it.
Okay.
And I would
I'm
like to
just
know.
freaking out.
Right. Oh.
Because I do have
Because
control
he's
over
not- he's- I
admin
swear to
in this
God,
house, and I will
Okay.
start
I don't know
blocking
what
everything.
it is, but I
So
promise
So
you,
since
he
he
is
said,
not a child molester, because if he was, I wouldn't let my grandkids around him.
Well,
And he watched my kids.
and-
Because I didn't
and
see
like-
any age
like
in this
he
one. So
said,
this
we're
one right here,
a
he might have been
nonprofit
thinking he was
organization,
talking to an adult.
we've
You know what I
caught
mean?
hundreds of men.
I just want to make
A
absolutely
lot
sure
of the
before I
times,
start taking
some
action.
men think
You know what I'm
it's
saying?
completely okay to talk sexual to kids
I
online.
don't think the
They might
age
not
was
necessarily
definitely
meet up,
clarified
but they are talking
just yet.
sexual
Okay.
She
online.
says it. She says
So
I mean,
it was
you both know
after
the
that one
damages
picture
that
that the
could
age
come
was
to
put
a
on right
kid.
there.
Regardless
because
if the kid was on,
that's the case,
some
then-
parents don't monitor their kids.
Before
some
If that's the
kids
case, then
lie,
I know
they
that there's
hide
a chance
stuff.
for
I mean,
counseling.
my son is
You know what I
12,
mean?
like,
And if
he
not,
might,
then
he
I
might
might
go to
have
different
to.
apps.
well, later.
So what we do is we want to hold
feel you.
adults
That's
accountable.
why I need to know for
for
sure
actions,
before I do
okay?
something
Right.
like that.
And he's
So-
gonna be
So
held accountable.
And
the age
he
wasn't
did
clarified.
invite today-
Like she
you
said,
did
would
invite
care
the
if I was
11-year-old to
11?
come
He said,
today,
"Are you
correct?
11? Would you be
But
care
that was
if I
after that one pic.
But
Why
then
would
he
you
said,
do
In
that?
the-
We
and
wasn't
then
even
later
gonna
on in the
come.
In the
conversation,
7-year-old.
she says her age again.
Seven.
Right,
There
what I
wasn't
mean
no
is
7-year-old.
this- the one pic.
This pic.
I don't care
So-
if it was a
so
2-year-old.
she
Why
didn't
did you
say-
tell a
so that-
7-year-old?
So this was
What
before
was
she
7-year-old?
clarified her age again.
Okay.
He gave
So-
you.
Oh, you're
But,
saying her.
but
Her friend was supposed
but
to come
he-
with her,
he-
and,
he
and
said some
you
sexual
said,
things
yeah,
later
and you,
after
yeah,
she said
cousin,
the
and you
age.
said, can
and
she
I
run
have-
away
you can see
too?
all
Can
the
she
text
wear
too,
something
bro.
sexy?
That's okay.
Brian
I
Keith
believe
Pensom.
Okay, there's
You and me.
my.
You need to explain yourself.
Like I said, my phone's been acting.
No, your phone don't say sexual stuff when you talk into it and or text it. What?
His phone can't do that.
You and me, we're not going to T and Aaron's. We're staying here tonight. You and me are gonna have a long talk.
I don't.
And do not even act like you don't know what the hell I just looked at.
You wanna
Because
see-
you and
there's a
I
text
are
message.
done. I'm done.
I believe
And you
that-
better. I got a good mind to tell
I'm
Sarah
sorry,
to
I'm
come
sorry
out here.
about this, really.
Because
Hey,
this
it's okay.
time,
As of right
This
now,
time?
I'm not sure
And
right
just-
now, but
and
No,
one-
I'm sorry,
one more
Brian.
thing
You
more
can sit here and
is
act like you didn't do
what she
anything wrong.
brought in
You did.
about is
This is
cousin.
bad.
She's 6.
You could go to jail for shit
So
like
he was
this,
okay with
Brian.
the situation.
On the
And I'm gonna tell
registry.
you, when you go to jail, the prisoners there don't like child molesters or pedophiles.
I apologize, guys. I'm so.
No, the crying and the whining ain't gonna work
well,
this time with me.
I'm correcting this part of this right now.
What?
I'm going into our Wi-Fi settings right now. And I'm putting blocks on
blockers.
everything.
Everything,
Yeah,
all
that's good.
parental blocking now. Nothing can come across that that's not what's supposed to be. You can't even get into sites to talk to the women you've been talking to now. I'm done. And you can be mad at me for yelling at you in front of strangers all you want. You brought this on. I didn't do it. He didn't do it. They didn't do it. You did this.
I know, and I
So
apologize.
I am so angry with you right now. I can't breathe, Brian. I am so angry with you, and you are going to go get help. We are going to find help, and you are going to go get help. This is an illness. It's a sickness, and I won't have it in this home. I'm trying to deal with this the right way, but this is the only way to get through your head. I'm about ready to turn your phone completely off. See, the problem with that is, buddy, that phone's in my name. Not only can you be in trouble, but I can be in trouble.
And this is my house. It's in my name, so I'm going to be also.
I go to jail
Right.
for something
That's
I didn't
bad,
do,
man.
or I lose out ever. My grandkids come here again because of you. You and I are going to be in that front yard, and this whole neighborhood's going to see a big scene. I'm not playing. You don't do that shit. I got grandbabies that come here. And I told you that if I ever found this out, you and I were going to have a problem. I'm not. You were. You swore to me the people you were talking to was off of that whatever WhatsApp thing, which was a bunch of adults.
The WhatsApp is posted. It is adult. It's
Obviously, you were on other channels talking to children. Did you know that if
The
Cliff
fact-
Andrew gets wind of this, Brian, and you will never see Haley, Robbie, Kenji, or Kai, or anybody again? Or any new kids that are in our family?
Or how would you feel if you found out an adult man was talking to one of your nieces? Or
Yeah, I'm going to ask you that. What would you do if Haley was talking to some adult man and ran away from home to be able? Remember, she did run away from home once.
See?
Luckily, she got caught right up the road from her
The
house.
niece ran away.
My granddaughter, but it wasn't for a guy. It was because she was upset about a friend of hers trying to. She felt like she was trying to come between her family and her.
Yeah, and it happens. You know, kids go through things, and then if adults are saying yes, run away. I mean, he even mentioned in the text, write a note. Was telling her to write a note, say to go to California. Make sure not to put
Yeah, he said-
this area.
She,
mean, it got
she
pretty-
said that the app is on her tablet, and she started texting him. He said, "Bring the tablet, but break it. Break the tablet. Write a note."
Do you not understand that she has a father that can hunt you down and beat the hell out of you? Now here's my other thing. Had he been out here beating the hell out of you, I'd have been beating the hell out of him for not being a true father and watching what the fuck his daughter's raising. Excuse my language.
You're
If
fine.
you got me on tape, I don't care.
No,
But
you're
I
fine.
feel like the
You're good.
parents should be in trouble too.
Yeah,
Because
parents
that
need to-
little girl should be on any site like that. And it shouldn't be available
Well,
for her.
it's like-
Why isn't there parental block at their home for children? If my house had a house full of children, that parental block would automatically be put on my damn internet.
And that's something we advocate for too, is as parents checking kids' devices, being, you know, but in this day of age, you know, all kids have phones. I mean, it is crazy, and people aren't monitoring them more. So you do bring up a good point. It should be monitored more. But you are a grown adult, and you thought this through. I mean, you were telling her to write a note, break the tablet.
Were you serious about that?
I'm about
no.
ready to throw up.
Why'd you say it?
I'm about ready
Why were you telling, like, you was trying to convince her to run away?
I
That was like your main concern. What were you gonna do with her?
We can't come right now. And we're probably not going to make it tell them it's an emergency.
Are you talking to any other minors?
And,
No.
I,
this
Is this your first time ever talking to a minor like this?
I'm just going to tell them how I feel like that. I'll go back
I
and let them know.
I don't know.
You don't know? You don't know if you've never talked to a minor before?
There's this one other girl I talked to. She shows she's in the pictures of her an adult, and I don't. And it's just the way she talks that I'm
Well,
not sure.
I mean that you know of. That you know
My mom
of.
would have had a stroke.
I know of. Just
This would have killed her.
Huh?
yes.
Dude, what is going on?
Do you have his phone? I mean, do you want to go through his phone and check to see
At
that
this
this other
point
mother
right
you're
now,
talking to? I mean, yeah.
if
I
I
mean,
take
that.
his phone right now,
Yeah.
it'll hit that concrete and I'll stomp on it.
Mhm.
That's how upset I am. I have a good mind to go turn his phone completely off and take him off of my damn bill because I am not going to go to jail for shit he's pulling.
Here's example. This
Yeah,
person
I mean,
here.
if you wanna-
I want to
I'll
know
show
who you met up with yesterday.
Nobody.
You
A
told
friend.
me.
See her, for example.
I mean, she looks older.
Yeah.
See,
But
there's
if you
people.
listen, if you read her messages, it's the way she's
Whoa.
talking.
But-
right? You,
Have you asked her age?
she told me her age. It's like right here. See, she sends me a video. This video, and I could actually pop the video up.
I mean, it kind of looks like it possibly could be a scammer, which is
Yeah.
another
That's-
thing
I
that can
can't take it that the
happen.
reason
That's a
that I
scammer,
tried to
dude.
tell
Yeah,
you this
and
stuff.
like I,
Yeah.
Won't listen to me. I'm glad you guys came here. Maybe you get through it, stickhead.
And-
then for
And
another
sometimes you
example,
need
no,
to-
when this person, well, she pissed me off because she threatened me, saying she was gonna hold on.
Yes, you are.
This is something else.
Well,
bring her
that
picture,
means
this
to say
picture
one
up
minute, everybody's
better.
gonna come out here because this isn't gonna be over. This is.
Oh, they're coming out here now.
And
no, I said once
I
you tell
blocked
her,
her at
they're all
first,
they're
but
gonna end
then-
up coming out here.
I unblocked her because I want to see.
And how old are you?
I'm in my 50s.
So do you typically go for like younger
I told you I
girls?
knew
I'm not
something
necessarily
wrong.
saying
I
kids,
knew
just
something
I,
wrong.
younger
I try to
type.
I try to
got
stay
pearl
between
blocks on everything
18.
now. It's
up
all
to-
blocked off.
Which means you're
close
not
to
gonna
my
be able to
age.
watch some of your
So
animes.
what-
Yeah, I can watch my
Well, she said
animes
she was
because
11
I have the
earlier.
control. I have the.
Well,
you guessed her age
so if
before
I
she
want to
was
watch my
sick.
anime.
I just said type that, and she just wants to. You guessed it.
Yeah.
Okay, but the thing is, as soon as she said she was 11 or just close
should've
to
gotten off there
11, you
immediately.
should have said, "I'm sorry, but I'm only talking to adults."
Right here.
And you no, listen to what I'm saying. You should have said, "No, thank you. I don't talk to children." You don't encourage them to run away from home or to meet up with you wearing sexy clothes. What's wrong with you? You've never done this. Why are you doing it now? I don't understand. He's never
And
done
what
this.
would-
I swear to God. I
What would be your
promise
plan?
you.
You couldn't
Yeah.
bring her back here, so what was
The
you gonna
worst we had to
do?
do
I'd
was
have killed you if you brought a
Filipinos.
child to this
Yeah,
house.
yeah.
I would.
Yeah.
I would
You would
probably
go one of those Filipino
probably
dating sites, and that was the worst we had to deal
Spencer
with.
to
And I
go
had people I worked with
taking her
that
back
dealt
to
with
her
that
house.
shit too, and I was
Right.
like,
I would.
I just thought it was a fad that everybody was
because I
going
would
through,
take her
you know?
back to her house and
That was
tell her,
the
hey,
worst.
Brian, you're doing
Yeah,
Twitter
I mean-
Babe, and to bring the damn
A lot of guys
iPad
like this,
shit.
just- you don't know.
Could have avoided
Like it-
all
People are
that.
good. Some people are good at hiding
You
stuff
see
like
what I mean
this.
about the mental state?
Maybe it is his
Yeah.
first time
This
doing
is why I
this.
prefer going to a bar.
I'm not trying. I'm
Right,
not
right.
trying to make excuses, but you
No,
see
it-
the mental state that I'm talking
No,
about.
and this is why it is.
That is
conf-
not-
Thankfully, you have people in your life who love you that want to get you help.
Oh,
Because
you're going
some
to
people
counseling, dude.
will just kick you out. You'd be on the street, they wouldn't give a fuck.
I'd
what
have
you're
called the
doing.
police myself if you'd walked in this house with a child. I promise you that.
I
one.
wouldn't have called the police. I'd have just killed you. I'm not even gonna lie. I would go to prison for murder.
You would have got
Actually.
your ass beat by the two of us, and the cops would have had to pull me off you.
Do you see how serious the situation is?
Yes.
And I,
This is
it's just like when you
serious.
tried to bring Bridget from overseas here. And I told you then, that bitch wasn't coming in our home.
No, she was out for money.
She was, and so was that other girl,
Yeah, he was
and
paying her
she
fucking
got
bills
mad
for it.
because I stopped it. I told you,
So-
these chicks ain't gonna live in this house.
Yeah, who's the background picture?
I'm gonna throw, I am so sick
This
at my
is
stomach
not
right
this
now,
person.
I can't
It's
even
of
fucking believe
this
this.
person. She's been.
Yeah, she sent you a pretty
I can't-
lewd photo.
Yeah, she
How
said
old is she?
she said she's like 35.
Okay. What app is this on?
This is my WhatsApp.
Okay.
I'm
so
not my
you-
WhatsApp. My Google Play.
No,
knew
like
it
I
was
said,
wrong. I
look,
knew it was
that's
wrong.
like I said when
Okay,
we
so
were
you're-
sitting there and we
so
heard
you're
about
also on
we heard
WhatsApp
about
as well?
I
I know
know
these older
WhatsApp.
girls that he was
Okay.
talking to on face chat
K-
right here
K-
and shit. They calling him dad and
K-
shit. She's
yeah.
like, well, that's just. I was
What
like,
about,
that's just a kink,
Telegram? Are
dude.
you
That's
on that one
people
too?
do that. There's a lot of people
I
do that.
can-
So,
Which was still angering me on that.
but I wasn't
Right,
gonna kink
So,
shame it, you know. 'cause
can
I'm
I see
thinking
this?
there's
Is that
Yeah.
okay?
there's a
Okay,
lot
so-
of
And she
people,
said
it's a whole
that
freaking
this
culture
woman
out there. It's like that, but
Said first
I
she
ain't
said
seen
she
nothing
lived
of
over
it, you
on Mill
Right, right.
Miller
but
Mill or
I
whatever
swear to you
road.
guys,
Now.
I know.
Yeah.
I mean, if this was
No.
an adult
Then she said
thing,
she
if
lived
this
over
was just an
in
adult,
the
you guys
worst-
get mad because
like,
like an adult relative, I'd be like, dude, that's their kink. Let
And
them
then
go,
she,
you know.
she
But
sends me all these pictures.
no, this is not.
This is, have we known?
And
it
I'm
wouldn't-
I'm
the
like,
first text would
I,
have never
I,
happened.
and
I believe you.
I'm
I
typical man. I'm
I
gonna say
believe you.
wow,
I'm just,
love it, and all
Yeah,
that.
I mean, yeah,
can't
you're a
even
man,
believe-
you know. I mean,
I
you're
can't-
And then
I
she wanted
can't freaking
she wanted me
breathe.
to send her
I mean, I can
What's-
breathe, but I'm just, my
Did you
heart's
realize-
racing, and I'm just,
send me money.
my
send
blood
her
money.
pressure is
It-
sky high
And you were.
rocketing, and I'm
Look.
about ready to freak out.
It's good that it was us, and not
The cops.
Yeah,
the
and
cops,
stop
the
before he
dad,
actually
or a group that does what we
couple
do,
different kinds.
sets up guys just to kill them. Like, it could be anybody. Like, it could have been really bad.
It could have been
But
bad.
I mean,
Now.
Really,
look,
really
and
bad.
Trust me, I promise you.
He's
see
going,
where I
This,
said no. I
he's
can't.
going to
it's
therapy
will,
straight
he's
up.
going straight.
And if that
I'm
doesn't
looking
work,
at
I'm
another
calling the cops
card.
myself.
Off of
Because I'm not,
Well,
I'm not,
His
I'm
phone,
not
you
putting
won't
up
have
with
to
this
worry
shit.
because the phone
You're
as of right now is
receipts.
going to be in my presence, and the only time he's going to get it is when he has to go to work because of where he works. And then if I find out, and then I'm going to check it every day and
But-
make sure he didn't text
Let
me.
me see
That's
here.
good. That's good.
But as of right
Yeah,
now,
because once he
his
leaves the
phone
house,
goes-
parental consent off the thing
Yeah.
goes away. Because
And the
I
only
I'll show you
reason why I'm
where-
saying that
No,
is because he does
that-
drive all the way to
there
Obed
you
to
go.
work, and I
Actually,
didn't want him to have
we're
fun
gonna
getting
bounce
broke
around.
down.
the phone's in your name. You can call
I mean,
T-Mobile and probably ask them
what
how
is-
to do
what
parental
is-
control
Is that
over his
phone
phone.
on your
Yeah,
background?
Because it's in your name.
Yeah.
You might
Well,
be able to lock
T-Mobile,
his
I
phone.
guess it's a good thing he's warming up the car because guess where I'm going?
Yeah,
in a few
because you
minutes.
guys can lock up his phone and
I'm
stuff,
going
and
to
even if the
T-Mobile
and even if the Wi-Fi
I
did
feel
get
you.
unlocked and stuff, he wouldn't be able to do anything with that phone.
That's fine, no
All
problem.
he
But
can
he's
do is
still
just
going to
make
hand me his
phone calls.
phone and it's going to sit right here for a while.
Do you
I
think
mean-
you think that's
Yeah, because I mean,
acceptable? Don't you think that they should be doing this since you can't resist?
Till he
yourself?
gets help.
yeah, he's.
We should have automatically a long time ago forced him to
Brian,
help.
like
Well, no
the
one wants
13
to
years
think
old,
this.
the
You know what I
13-year-old
mean?
is
It's your
bad
brother.
enough, dude. Like, but then you're okay with the 6-year-old too. Like, that's the 6-year-old cousin.
That little 6-year-old girl that was going to be 11-year-old or whatever her age was, you were okay for her to come
Do you,
too.
do you not remember?
I remember the conversation, but I pretty much I told her that's up to her.
No, that's not.
No, he's already read what you said.
The way I
what I'm
worded
saying is that's
No,
not something.
Brian,
That's not
no.
something you
the way
tell
I
somebody.
worded it, I was like, it's up to her.
But
No,
yeah,
that's
Brian,
not up to her. She's only a fucking
She's only
11,
a
dude.
Brian.
They can't
11 is not
consent.
old enough
They
to
cannot
make.
consent. You know that, right?
I don't think he's
11.
comprehending.
He's
Do you
not.
know that?
He's not comprehending what we're saying.
Can I see those messages again?
So, Brian, minors cannot consent to any
No.
kind of sexual
Which
activities.
The one with
See,
that
this
lady
is
in
what
the
it is.
background.
See what I'm saying?
Go on.
This is what you see what I'm saying about mental state. It's
Right.
it's hard for him to
Her.
comprehend what you're saying. He
Right.
doesn't understand. Okay, and I'm not like I said. I'm not. His mental state is he's in his 50s, but his mental state is more down into like the teens and early 20s. That's
But that
where
still
his
doesn't. It's
mindset
still not
is.
an excuse, though.
It's
still
not an excuse. I'm
Yeah,
just
yeah.
explaining
No,
to
no,
you
I get
why
I get it. I
he's
get
not
it.
comprehending the
Right.
fact that this little girl cannot give consent. He's
Right.
not listening
Do you-
to what's
do you
being
know
said.
that?
A little bit.
Like,
And don't
minors
act
can't-
stupid
don't-
either.
You know that like they can't give consent. So if you would have had sex with these two girls, that would be rape. You know that?
Mm-hmm.
So you do know that.
Yeah, but I wouldn't.
But you said
But
it in
you,
the text.
Brian, you're saying
I know I said.
You're
even
saying
I
shit,
said it.
send
I
a
know I said it in
Brian,
the text.
you know that even if like you weren't serious about ever actually meeting them, you know you could still be arrested for this.
you can just by the pictures alone.
This right here is enough to put you away for life, dude.
In a
You do
prison.
realize that, right?
Do you
Yes.
understand?
No, you don't.
No, you're not. You're wanting to get mad and go, yes, so we'll shut up. You're not listening to what we're saying.
I'll get the help, okay?
You're going to not only get help,
Oh,
but
you're
you're
gonna
never
get
going to
help.
fucking get on a chat room again, dude.
You will never. I
You'll
don't
be lucky
give
to
a
pull
shit.
up a fucking YouTube channel in this house.
You'll be lucky to chat with anybody on Facebook. Because I got a good mind to block any chat message things on your Facebook page.
Because you do realize that if you do it one more time, the evidence here alone, even them recording us, is enough to put your ass away for the rest of your fucking life and then some.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry, but I will testify on their behalf to put your ass
I
away.
will. Because we have talked and told you, even when Mom was alive, we told you quit getting on sites like that.
We told you
We
this at
begged
first
you to
because
stop.
at first we thought you were getting taken advantage of by these girls that you were paying the bills up for. And now this is what you were doing?
Yeah, who gives him money?
He doesn't. He
Because
works.
he works.
earns money.
He earns money. Okay. I didn't know if you guys were giving him money. 'Cause
Why?
He is giving lots of money away to these people still online. He's buying gift cards, which are scams, is what they do.
Wait.
Is they
How
take
in
away
the
money.
hell?
How's he doing that?
Hold on.
Because we keep an eye on his
I
bank
keep an
account.
eye on
Nothing's
his
coming
bank,
out.
and I know he
He
hasn't.
He probably
there's a
goes to like a gas station.
No. What I'm
No.
saying is nothing's coming out of his account. He's not
I'm
missing any
keeping
money.
track of his
Oh.
account.
So, and he doesn't have a second job or anything where he's making extra money. So
Or
where the
a-
fuck's this
yeah.
money coming from?
There's a couple receipts in this text I just found where he bought a Google card and then sent the receipt over. Is that correct? Yeah.
Wait, when the hell did
How are
you
you
do this?
doing
How?
this? And how is it that I'm not seeing it?
Because
How
we have
are you
access
doing
to your account. We took over your account because you were giving those women in the Philippines a bunch of money to pay their bills.
I was sitting there keeping up, and I was even with your account. How are you doing that? Where are you getting the money? Where are you getting the money, Brian?
From my bank.
How are you getting it from your bank?
Using my cards.
How?
Brian, how? Because I look at your transactions and everything.
When you see
You
the
know
20,
what? It has to be
when
the
I
size
tell you
when
the
he's-
$20 and
When you've been telling me that that's for dinners and breakfast and stuff at work.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to tell you right
And
now,
gas?
you're going to get
You
mad.
ain't been putting gas in your car. You've been doing that, and that's why I've been giving you gas money.
Yeah.
Okay, well, guess what you get to do?
Give me your card right now. Right now. I want the bank card. You will not see it unless you need to get gas, and I will go with you to pay for the gas.
Yeah, well, I'm going to tell you right now.
Brian.
What?
What else? What else?
What else? What is it? I'm getting ready to. God, Brian,
What?
what would you do now?
Bank card.
Brian.
See this?
I can't see.
No. Well, let me
Whoa,
ask
whoa,
you.
go back,
Yeah,
go
hold
back.
on. Let me ask you. Let me ask you
I
about
may
this
have
one
to have Terry
first.
come out here.
Call her. You're going to have to, Mom. She's got to come out here.
You're going to have to deal with your older sister too.
She's going to have to come out here right now because this is getting ready
Brian,
to become really bad.
What? Okay, let me ask you something. Okay.
Her.
Yeah. I mean, first of all, you have hundreds of pornographic images in your gallery.
Oh God.
Hundreds.
And these women they're sending to me.
Okay. Are they all women?
Yes.
And I need you
As far
to be.
as I know,
need
they
you
are.
To be, okay, Brian. I need you to be honest with your family right now. Okay. Real honest. Are there any children in here that are naked that you have pictures of?
There's one
they're
mother
better not be
female
lying.
said
I'm
she
gonna
sent
fucking kill you,
me
dude.
pictures of her supposed to be her daughter, and I didn't believe that at all.
Terry's not answering. Oh, I'm calling Brian.
Go back to the
See,
one.
I'm so upset I called Brian's phone.
Here, I'll call
Go
Terry.
back to the one.
I will go back.
You're
Excuse me.
telling
I'm
them to
going
say
to go
that.
call my aunt because he's got to come out here because this is going to be bad.
I'll show you.
Yeah, the mom and daughter right here.
Yeah.
Okay.
And see, she sent me, and I could tell you that wasn't her daughter right off the.
Why did you even accept it? Brian, what is wrong with you?
I'm trying to find it.
It was.
And Brian, I'm going to tell you right now, I'm
It was
going to warn you right now,
before,
Terry's going to be on her way out here.
It was before.
They are coming out. This whole game night got stopped because of this. And you are going to have to deal with your older sister. Brian, I'm sorry, but this is called intervention time.
Right.
You're getting it.
Brian. What is this?
A friend of mine, a guy Chris sent that to me, and I was pretty much telling him not to send them stuff.
What was it?
It's a very, very, very young girl.
I see.
Yeah.
2 pictures.
This,
Bro.
yes, the same guy, Chris.
Oh, you need to take his phone.
Yeah, please.
You
take
take
it.
his
Can I see what it is that you're
Do
looking
you?
at?
No,
I can actually-
Are
bring
you
it.
sure that you want to see it?
I want to see it.
I promise.
I can actually bring up the where he.
I
his-
wanna see it.
If you want, I can bring up where he
Because-
sent them on there.
Okay.
Oh my God.
And
Take that phone.
I took.
Yeah, I want
took-
his
I,
phone.
I did that for evidence.
No, you did not for evidence.
That's-
my ass.
That's a kid.
Yeah, when I was,
I want you. Oh, yeah. Well, your older sister's on her way. Randy's calling her. No, Brian, you're getting an invention. You're gonna get help. And all this shit, you just lost your phone completely. I don't know how you're going to go to and from work without a phone, but you will not have a phone. You will not have anything that has to do with the computer at all in this house until I feel you are done. And you have gotten your help. And you can be mad at me all you want. You can hate me. I don't care. You need help. And I am very, very pissed about this. I am so, and there's no way for you to get out of it either. None.
Where are you meeting this guy that is talking to
Chris.
you? Okay, who's Chris?
I met him on Fast Meat.
Okay, Fast
What's-
Meat.
what's
Is
Fast Meat?
that Meat 24?
Yeah.
Okay.
Some
So you
people
met
call.
him?
Yeah, some people call it Fast Meat.
Is that who you
Okay.
met yesterday?
Huh?
Is that who you met at Bob Evans yesterday?
No.
Who did you meet at Bob Evans yesterday? And don't
Coworker.
lie. Brian, who did you meet at Bob Evans
This is
yesterday?
not the time to lie.
Actually, I was supposed to meet that one girl.
So there was nobody to show up, right?
No.
And you lied to me. You literally sat here yesterday
But I did
and
get-
lied. I don't care. You sat here and you made play. Trust is gone here. I don't trust anything you say to me now. None.
Look what you're doing to your family.
None, Brian. You're lucky, and I hate to stow this up to you, but you better be glad Mama ain't here right now, because this would have killed her. You could be mad at me for that one, but it's the truth.
And you have hundreds and hundreds of images. Not all children, I'm not saying that. But hundreds of images
shouldn't
of
be
pornographic.
one.
No. But there's hundreds of images of pornographic material. Are you addicted to porn? Are you
Yes.
watching porn a lot?
Yes, I don't lie. I even sat here and talked to my son about this yesterday, that I felt that he was being a little more addicted to it because he can't stay off his phone.
It spirals. It spirals out of control. It's very.
But like if he hands me a phone, I can bring up that Chris's message.
Yeah, I would love to see Chris's messages.
Yeah, I want
Because
you to get
you'll
Chris
see-
too.
You
No, I want to tell you, before you try to put everything on somebody else.
I don't think he should have this phone at all.
Well-
because I don't want him to.
No,
I don't know
I
how
want
you want-
you stand there and watch
Yes,
what he
stand
does.
and bring up Chris because I would like to see.
I
this
want
message.
you to
because
show
I
her.
keep
You
asking
show
me.
her
I
Yeah.
think police
what
need to
she's
get
doing.
involved.
I'm sorry. I'm screaming, you guys.
No, you're fine.
Like for example, he got mad at me for some reason. All right, he's wanting me to send all these pictures like this.
Terry's
Here,
on her
can you
way
take
out,
down
and
this-
she is
do you
so
have a phone
fucking
number?
pissed right now. It's
Or
not
extra
even funny.
phone?
Yeah.
I don't
his
want her
number,
driving
please.
upset.
I told
Can
her
I
that,
see
but
this?
she is so pissed right now. It's not
And he
funny.
wanted me to send him like latex
She's wanting you guys to
pictures
know,
and everything
she
like
wants to talk to you
that.
guys too about what's going on, so that way she knows
And
exactly.
she's
what
gonna be here. She's
And then he
leaving
sends
from
me
Columbus
pictures.
from here.
You'll see where he
It'll take
sends
her a
me
while.
those pictures.
Can I
probably
sit
be here
down?
about 20
Is that
minutes.
okay if I sit down?
Yes,
Yeah,
you
you
guys,
guys-
you know what,
guys-
Randy, lift that up
Here,
so she can
like,
have a
I'm
seat
sorry.
there. Or he can have a seat. Is your car,
And you'll see-
Can I ask this question? Is your car running?
Yes.
Yeah. You might
May you
want to go shut
please,
it off.
may he please turn it
Yeah,
off?
yeah.
Shit,
Oh
go.
yeah. I mean, it's gonna be a minute.
Oh, I'm so embarrassed right now. I can't even fucking. Oh God, my leg.
Yeah. Yeah, take a minute. I know this is hard for you guys, and we're here. And
It's understandable.
we want to bring it to your guys' attention because you don't even know what's happening. That
This is pretty bad.
Like I said, the worst we thought he was doing was talking to those Filipino girls and
Right.
trying to take money from him, and we knew they were scams. And we were like,
Right.
we didn't know.
I don't want the neighborhood hearing us screaming either.
But it's
Trust me, he's not even going to go outside unless
But no,
he's walk with and eyeball.
But I'm gonna tell you right now.
You don't get this unless I'm with you.
I'm gonna let you know right now, Brian. Terry's liable to punch you in the mouth when she gets here. I'm not even gonna lie to you. She's that mad.
And
and
you can be worried all you want. You deserve to be worried right
Honestly,
now.
you're lucky that they're filming this because I probably would have already broke your fucking nose. And I'm sorry, but I'm too pretty to go to jail. So
yeah, this is you see what you're doing to your family. Brian, if anything, like, I understand that you might have sexual pleasures as a man. I understand that. But look at how far it's gone. Look at your sister.
it's called Pornhub, dude. Just go to fucking Pornhub. It's all legal
No,
age people
here's
on
one.
there.
Right.
Go get help.
Yeah.
Like I asked you years ago to go do. Go see a counselor. You have an illness. It is like an addiction, Brian. It's just like when someone's addicted to drugs. Listen to me.
Yeah.
Look at me. It is like somebody who is addicted to drugs or addicted to alcohol or anything like that. Porn is the same type of drug. When you can't go without talking to someone disgustingly or seeing something disgusting or looking at screw and put pictures, you have a problem. You have a problem. And you need help. I'm asking you to listen to me. Stop locking me out and paying attention to them. You pay attention to me. They're dealing with this right now. You pay attention to me. I can't believe you did this. I cannot believe you did this. I can't even guarantee that a cop ain't going to come to the store already. And I'm scared that you're going to go to jail, and you can't handle being in jail, Brian. You can't. And all I'm going to do
Yeah, you
here
won't
is
survive it.
panic. That's all I'll do here, panic, worrying about you. Do you not understand that I chose to live with you and help take care and be with you for you? I chose that. I gave up my whole life of being with anybody or anything so that I could be here for you. And this is what you do for me? Is you turn around and do this and not after I asked you to stop? I understand you have some problems here. But you have to understand something, Brian. My 8-year-old grandson knows better. And that's our heater, sorry. It sounds like it's possessing the house, is going to take off.
Yeah, we're It's even worse when I take the doors off.
I mean, you see how fast I'm flipping through this?
I
This is
don't
how
even.
long-
I can't even.
Well, this is how long he's been talking to this guy, and these are images that you are sending
this-
to him.
This is
the ones he asked me to look up on the site.
Brian, who is this man?
He says his name's Chris, and I actually have him on my Facebook too. It's Chris.
Where is
We're
he?
gonna have to. We need that
Yeah.
information too.
Because is he the one that set you up with all these other sites? I want the truth.
No, what he's been asking me for is like latex pictures of women, clown pictures.
Wait, women of age or underage?
Of age, like you text and you go on Google, you Google them, they show up.
I can't even believe. I'm your sister. Would you want somebody to do that to me? Would you want somebody to share my body? I know I ain't got one right now, but back in the day, would you wanted someone to share a picture of me online for other men to look at? Or your other sisters? Would you have wanted that? Tell the truth.
No.
Would you wanted to one day open up a porn site and see me laying there spread eagle? You wouldn't, would you?
No.
So you got to imagine each girl on there has either a mother, a father, a brother, a sister, an aunt, an uncle, and none of them wants to see it either.
And you know what? Why
Jesus.
Brian? Yeah, I can't even get to Brian. You know why Brian's having you do this, right?
You mean Chris?
Oh, I'm sorry, Chris. You're Brian. You know why Chris is having you look this up? Because some of these images are illegal. So he's convincing you to send this stuff to him,
Do you
which
know?
is
Wait,
very
I'm
serious,
confused.
serious charges.
Why does he have you? So he has you look up random images to send to him?
Mm-hmm.
Do you understand that?
Wait, what's he doing for you in return?
He keeps saying he's like sends me a picture of him screwing his 21-year-old
So you're
daughter,
giving him these
His
pictures?
21-year-old
His
daughter.
His daughter?
his stepdaughter.
Taboo stuff.
Brian, but why are you
He's giving you
accepting?
homemade amateur taboo stuff in return for
Okay,
pictures.
here's the thing, Brian. Remember me sitting here the other day talking about sex trafficking and how some of these young girls are being kidnapped and some of these young women are being kidnapped and being forced to do shit. Listen to me. Instead of being forced to do this shit, I told you that. I warned you of that.
Yeah, could you do me a favor?
And that's
That
exactly-
stuff that you were showing me when my aunt gets here. Could you show her that stuff too?
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah.
She's gonna want to see that.
So where
Yeah,
did
for
you
sure.
originally
Okay,
meet
you know what?
Chris?
Only she asked for
On
me.
that,
No,
that
she's gonna need to see it.
Only she asked.
Okay.
20,
I know my
So,
sister.
Did he message you
And
and,
I'm
say,
warning
hey?
you.
Yeah, he
if
said
she
hi-
doesn't
yeah,
ask,
he
don't
messaged
force
me
it on her
first.
because
Uh-huh.
all it's going to
And
do
he
is
said,
I'm
hi,
going to
hi,
be
dude.
puke up on
Yeah.
the
So
floor.
I said, no,
She
I
will
did tell him
literally
I'm not
faint.
I'm
Or
interested
She
just
will
in
wind up in the
women.
hospital.
I'm just saying she needs to understand exactly
And when I
where
said
we're at.
on there,
this
I
and
said
what's going on.
interest
I
in
understand
women and
that,
girls.
but
I
there's
didn't
some
mean
images
younger
on there I
girls.
don't
I
want her
meant
to see.
He's
because
talking
it's
about
bad.
18
That's
and
why I
older.
asked just
Yeah.
that little bit.
Because I said
in the
earlier,
beginning it was just
You're talking
text.
about- you're talking about the
18
text.
to like 25.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's fine.
She's talking about
Because there's
I thought
his
he
I'm not
was
talking
phone.
about the picture.
Okay.
I'm just
Not
talking
really
about
a
text.
text.
Yes,
They're
that one
adult,
text
but
does have a
they're
dick pic in it,
still
but at least
kinda young.
I
you
thought
got
he was
context
talking
of
about.
So he-
I
you
thought
said-
he was talking
I'm
about.
interested
he was
And he
out
said,
of
well,
He was
you
out of
may
the
be
room.
interested in my
I,
daughter.
No,
Said, my
I've
daughter.
never seen those pictures either because
No.
I would probably kill him.
Okay.
He has
You don't
he has
wanna
straight
see him.
he has
He
straight
sent me a
CP on
picture
his
of
phone,
her
man.
face.
What is it?
Uh-huh.
CP.
Beautiful
Child
girl.
porn. He has straight child porn.
And if
on
you've
his
seen the
phone.
picture,
I
if he
can't.
said her
Don't-
back.
Brian, Randy.
Don't.
Listen, this is not the way to handle it. Punching or hitting anybody is not going to fix the situation. You need to walk away for a second. Do you see what's going on here? I just stopped him from hitting you, me and him.
Watch what happens to you.
Don't you look at me like that.
No, he
I'm not going to stop him for what he's saying to you right now.
taking a ball bat and threatening me with it.
Brian, you're lucky he just threatened you and didn't come in and hit you with it.
I mean,
He's not doing it though.
Yeah.
He's mad.
This is very serious.
I know he's
I'm
Brian.
not going to tell him to apologize for what he just said to you. You had this coming.
This is
You did
extremely-
this, Brian. You did it. No one else, not no one else in this house did this but you. And this time, I'm not going to feel sorry for you. I'm not going to feel sorry for you when Terry comes in and you know she's going to clock on your ass. But it's not all she's going to do. She's going to flip out on the whole household over this. Because the next thing's going to come out of her mouth, and y'all will be witnesses, it'll be videotaped, is why wasn't you monitoring it, Randy and Jane? I didn't think I had to for a 54-year-old man.
Right, you don't want to believe this. I mean,
Right.
this is horrible stuff. Horrible. I mean, and here you're asking if Chris has more pics of your wife and granddaughter.
Oh my God!
With the granddaughter, I was asked when I was.
No.
Come on, you're not gonna let me finish.
Go ahead.
He was talking about he was going to send me pictures of his granddaughter neck, and I said, at first I'm like, okay, and I said, but I was more meaning because he was. I was asking him pictures of her face area, their faces, because he said somehow on the first meet he says his granddaughter and his wife looked almost alike when she was younger. And I wanted to see a picture of both of their...
Where did he have that conversation with you?
On the fast meet.
On the fast meet, okay. Because we're going to have to bring that, because I don't see any of that in these conversations
but then he... I'm not sure if he talking about, he said he was going to delete his first meet.
Yeah, he deleted his Facebook because, well, he's doing illegal stuff, Brian. This gets people put behind bars for years and years and years.
Well, he's still on my Facebook.
Well, we're definitely going to look into that. Yeah. And look what you're doing to your family, Brian.
Those are pictures of kids.
And I know that.
You're saying like you didn't ask for them or something, but why are they still on your phone? Why would you not immediately?
I try to delete them. They won't delete. I've been having trouble with this phone.
Brian, come on.
No, I've been having trouble with this phone. Every time I upload it, it somehow does not. I have to fight it. It's almost like AT&T's uploads is.
I put the bad up.
I mean, that one image, that girl had to be maybe 7 years old.
I don't blame them.
No, but I don't want him doing
obviously,
it because that is his uncle. And I don't want him going to prison, jail, because he killed him.
Right, for sure.
And believe me, he is in his room right now, pacing and shaking.
Rightfully so. This is serious, Brian.
I mean,
very
you have
serious.
Kids in your family.
Yes.
I don't understand it, Brian. Years. You were having a problem looking at porn pictures and stuff, and we knew that. You're a guy. We knew that. We kind of blowed it off. We did. Because he never did anything with children. And Mom even looked at you and asked you, please stop.
So the thing is he did send you all these younger girls, and you only saved a couple of them. Is there a reason why you only saved a couple of them?
I saved them because I was gonna.
So
I was.
Can you ask him that? Can you ask him about that right there?
What?
Show him that and ask.
What is that?
That's the picture. He said of a friend of his from work sent that to him, and that was his friend's daughter.
Brian, the name on that is, go back to that name. I can't see.
Very young link seller.
Very young link seller.
Oh my God, these are
these are very extreme pedophiles.
These are sex trafficking people.
Yes.
I told you that.
On.
Very dangerous
These children
people.
are probably missing from their families and stuff.
That's what he
and
sent
being
me.
Forced. Well, this guy obviously is involved in it.
This is serious.
Why didn't you go to the cops with that when you first started getting it? If you weren't into the kids, if you weren't into kids, why in the hell did you go not get up and say, I'll be back, and go to the police department and turn him in and show him that?
Now, I did ask, if you notice, if you scroll down on his messages there, I asked him, what state do you live in? He said VA, which is West Virginia.
Okay. You also say something about the only one I have is a female friend's daughter.
What?
Whose female friend's daughter pictures do you have?
When he asked me, I said that one girl, woman and daughter you brought up showed up, and he says, and I sent him.
My heart. Oh my God.
I mean, this guy straight says I jerk off to kids. I want to see kids.
God. He's a pedophile.
And these people that you're messing with are very dangerous people. They're very sick individuals, dangerous, and you're helping them get pictures at this point.
Oh my God,
But why do they need your help? I'm so confused. I'm confused
on that too.
But wait, where are you getting
has a baby
But
doll.
where are you getting these pictures?
Has a baby doll in the picture.
He's sending them to me. Those right there. He
is sending pictures,
Why?
but some of these pictures you are sending back are very questionable. I can't confirm that they're kids. The ones that he's sending you are definitely kids.
Okay,
she's holding a baby doll.
Here is my thing. I got the same question he's got. Why, out of all the people in the world, did he contact you and ask you to do it? What site was you on that
Fast
got his
Meat.
attention.
You met the guy on Fast Meat?
Yeah.
And then you just start talking to this guy on Fast Meat.
Well, you know
Yeah,
what
that's
happened?
what he
started
said.
talking- Dude knew he was a fucking gullible piece of shit, and that's why he fucking did it.
He basically told him, yeah, I like women and girls, and then the conversation just
And that's
it
how
just
it's about.
spiraled.
But
When he started showing you pictures of little girls, knowing you got a great niece, you should have picked your ass up, walked out there, turned that car on, and drove right to, you know where the police station is, and you should have went to them. If you're not a pedophile and you're not into children, you shouldn't have any of this shit on your phone, and you should have went to the police. Automatically. You are smart enough to know that's wrong. You are smart enough, Brian. You can sit here all day long and act like you're not, but you are smart enough to know better.
I mean, is it something that kind of spiraled out of control? I mean,
Yeah,
you're watching a lot of porn, so what
it did kind
happens
of
is...
spiral out of control. That's what I'm
Right,
gonna
because
say.
when you're watching this much porn, you got to get more turned on. You've seen it all. You push it and you push it, and you're looking at more and more graphic images of pornographic things. I mean, he is literally sending you kid after kid after kid pictures, and this is all the way. This started in January, beginning of January.
This January
Yes.
is when it started? So
yeah.
like, obviously you weren't doing it until January.
That's just with this guy. We don't know what else is before that. Because if he's on this site that we found him on, it is full of pedophiles. Full of people sharing child porn.
Brian Keith,
full
how
of
long
it.
have you been on this site? And I want
I've been on that
through.
site for a while, and
Have you
Have you
seen
got to the
this
top
stuff.
of that yet?
and I
Yeah.
haven't met some women
Go
on
back,
there,
go back.
and
Is that a kid?
Brian, no. The site
No,
you've
it's
been
not.
on was for
It's just a
child
young
pornography only. I kept telling you and telling you and telling you to stop getting on those sites. Did I not ask you that? Did I not tell you that?
well, see, that's what First Me is supposed to be. Actually started out as a dating site. What, 2 years ago?
And also, there was a point where he was telling you to stop talking to him. He said, bye, don't text me, I'm blocking you. And you kept sending pictures.
Well, no, because the first two times, it was his wife had grabbed his phone from him, and
That's what he's saying.
Yeah, and he apologized for that on his Facebook.
obviously-
Here's the thing, if he told you his wife's grabbing his phone, then obviously she knew
She
what he
knew
was doing
he
was
was
fucking
doing,
wrong.
and
You
what he-
should have.
You should have automatically said, okay,
Fuck
I
that,
will
man.
no longer contact
I get it, bro. I get it.
But then she started talking have her conversations with me and saying, send me this, send me that.
Who?
It's gonna make
His
you
wife.
feel better, but it ain't gonna him, and it's just gonna make that.
Okay, but
do you know
Brian-
that's his wife, Brian?
Brian, when you get these pictures of kids, though, like what goes through?
I can't do both.
Are you okay with these kids?
No.
Then why do you have them? Why do you keep allowing him to send you?
And why did you only say look, he sent you several, okay? I went through your gallery. There's only a couple you saved. There's a reason why you saved a couple
Why
of those.
did you save them?
Because then I can, like you guys ask, what you saying, because if I could save enough of them, I've got probably...
Brian, let's just be honest. This is where you need to be honest, okay?
Why did you save them and tell the truth? Brian, I'm telling you, it's either you tell them or the cops are gonna wind up you.
I saved them so I can get enough evidence to take to the police.
Brian,
Look, one
come on,
picture is
dude.
enough evidence, Brian.
Yeah. So
Him
that doesn't
asking about
wash with
kids
me.
is enough. You
Yeah,
didn't
but
even
then-
have to save it.
But then when you add that to what the reason why we're here,
Right.
it doesn't.
It
Bro,
doesn't add
you were
up.
talking sexual to an 11-year-old. Gonna have her 6-year-old cousin come with her, and you were gonna. Well, you said you were gonna do sexual things with the 11-year-old and a 6-year-old.
I want to have sex with you.
And then now we're finding all this on your phone?
Brian, why? You know, this screaming.
And when did he ever ask for naked pictures from the 11-year-old?
I never did.
I don't know. I have to look through the messages again.
I
I
Never
don't
did.
think. Did you see anything where he asked
Take
the
your
11-year-old?
phone.
I didn't
Please.
see anything on there, but again, I didn't read all the text either. I only saw.
I don't
went
think
through it,
he
and once I
did.
saw
I
that,
hope-
and that's when I asked.
No,
him
because only
if
I
there
asked
was
her for a
anything when he
picture. She
asked
sent
the
me
age.
the picture.
I can't believe you did this. At this point right now, I am in. This is not you. What is wrong? I said yesterday you were acting off. What the hell's going on, Brian?
I actually yesterday I had a headache.
No, you were acting off yesterday.
I was
Where'd
acting
you go
off because I
yesterday?
was supposed to meet
No,
up.
well, no,
Stop.
he said.
No, stop. Where'd you go
He
yesterday?
told me. He said he went up there because he was going to meet that 11-year-old.
Not 11-year-old.
Who?
another girl that he's been sending money to, correct?
Mm-hmm.
How old is she?
I didn't find an age on there. She looked older.
So she looked like
She
was
looked like
an adult.
of age.
But instead,
But it's a scam. It's not even a real girl. It's someone just getting gift cards from.
But at least I
That's
should be
what they
thankful
do.
that he wasn't going to go and actually meet somebody unless they were actually fucking of age.
Yeah.
But that doesn't matter. Even if you have no intention of meeting somebody, when you tell them that you're going to and they do this shit, that makes you guilty. Period. There's no way around it.
If that little girl had decided to go ahead and run away from home, hear me out, Brian. And the last text they find is the one that you sent. You are the one they're going to come to. They're going to come to you. Even if you didn't meet up with her, you're the one's going to jail. They're going to come pick your happy ass up, and they're going to take your happy ass to jail and question the hell out of you about where that baby is because you were the last one that encouraged her to leave and told her to bring her iPad and stuff and to dress sexy.
And now, if you still don't comprehend it, this might help you comprehend it. You remember Mike Davis, the meteorologist? He went to jail for a long fucking time for just having pictures, dude. For just having
you
pictures.
trying to do like Mike Davis and go to jail?
No.
You want to live in jail so you don't have to go to work and all that good happy stuff?
No.
And Brian, just like here, he sends you an image of a very, very young child getting.
Yeah, he
sex.
said that was his granddaughter.
And you say you fuck your granddaughter now. This is you and your granddaughter, and you're asking him.
The way I worded,
Yeah, just be careful.
I was asking, do you technically do that? And he goes, if you notice, he said yes.
And you said, okay, you fuck them. She looks like she enjoys it. I be fuck her too.
What? I can't. If I go in there, I gotta get
Okay,
over.
if you notice it's
So this is when you need to be honest, Brian. It's all out in the open at this point, okay? The getting the evidence, it doesn't work, okay? We've caught hundreds and hundreds of men, okay? I know what's going on.
No,
here.
he did.
You need to be honest.
You asked her for naked pictures. You did.
Where?
You said, "Okay, baby, send me a picture of you naked from head to toe, and your ass and pussy."
Of that 11-year-old?
You take 2 pictures of your full body and of your pussy and ass. Did you ask that or she asked that? If he asked.
I asked that.
I want to ask a question. You guys are videotaping. I want to ask you a question. Is he going to be arrested today? I want to know.
We don't know.
Yeah, we
that,
don't. We come here. Go ahead. Sorry.
Police are probably definitely going to get involved because of what he has on his phone. CP, since we're an non-profit organization, we cannot
not report this.
Not report this.
I mean, this girl looks like she could be
You're
6 years
going to jail
old.
today, Brian.
I hope I don't go to jail.
You're going to go to jail today or tomorrow.
Who knows if he will? That's not up to us because we don't work with law enforcement.
This child has a baby doll in this photo where she is
that's
naked.
not me sitting
Sir.
there. That's Chris.
But you saved them, Brian.
Brian, if you had to save them and told him to stop or you went to the police yourself, this would not be an issue. But this is an issue now. Because you saved them on there. They are
Did you guys take his number down?
Yes, we did.
And you're sending naked pictures to him at this point.
Yeah!
But they're all adult women.
No, you sent naked pictures of yourself.
Because he asked for a picture.
What, Brian, if I asked you to go jump off the top of the house and land in a small shallow pool, would you do it?
He never I don't see anywhere where he's asking to see you naked.
Oh my God, I don't know what to do here.
Okay. Again, Brian, you just need to be honest. I'm reading through it, okay?
He asked me for a picture of my.
Yeah, you sent your butthole to him.
He asked for that too. Yes.
Well, there's sheriff, and yep, he's slowing down to stop here.
Guess what?
Brian, I don't want to tell you.
No, he went on.
Did he?
Yeah.
He might be slowing
I
down
wouldn't be
because you're
surprised.
the wrong. No, you're not neither. You're on this side. You're on this side of the
I
road.
wouldn't be surprised though. I mean,
He might have just went down, turn around, and come back.
well,
Brian,
Brian,
I'm
you
sorry,
did this
what
to
do you
yourself,
want us to
dude.
do? I can't stop it. I cannot stop it.
And you're doing this in your family's house. You know, you're affecting your whole family at this point.
Like I told you,
stuff.
that phone is in my name. I'm an accomplice now.
Yep.
Thank you.
People can figure out where you live. Like we
Oh my God.
Yep, there he is.
From Holland. Yep. There's one right
Congratulations,
here and
Brian.
one right there. You are going
I'm
to jail.
going to jail.
Yes, you are.
There's nothing I can do about it,
I'll put my
Brian.
coat on, because I'm going to.
You might as well wait until I come in here.
And you just need to be honest with the police and tell them what happened. You need to give them all the information about Chris. You need to tell them what's going on, okay? Because he needs to be stopped just as well. Because this is serious.
I can't breathe. This whole neighborhood's going to know everything now.
Yeah,
The whole fucking neighborhood. We are going to move. I'm not living in place.
now because
because they got kids.
And because
They got
that,
kids.
we were dependent on his fucking paycheck.
Yeah.
Congratulations, Brian. You just fucking completely made us all homeless and fucked our whole world up. Thanks a lot. Yep. Congratulations, Brian.
It could have been worse. You could have really been talking to 11-year-old. She could have really ran away.
I asked
Those
you
are-
guys that.
Yeah. Since we found the stuff on his
I know,
phone.
but I asked you guys that. And you said it wasn't up to you guys. So.
Yeah, but we don't know if he's going to go to jail. We don't know if he's going to go to jail.
Okay.
Okay, how you doing?
You guys can come in. Can you shut the door?
Yes,
I'm gonna let you know now. My aunt's on her way out here because she's pissed. she's
Pissed that.
Now, I am going to also.
When she shows up, I'll move her outside.
Well, she's not that kind
She's
of
not
bitch.
going to
She's
hurt
just.
him or anything.
No, let's calm her down so she can talk to everyone.
Oh, okay.
Okay, and I do want to. I'm going to warn you like I told them.
Is there anyone else in the house?
And I'm not
No,
saying it.
it's just
Just give
where
them
everybody's in the
excuse
house
for
is in
him.
this living room
He is
right
not
now.
an easily straight person. His mentality is not of a 54-year-old man.
Okay.
His mentality
He
is
is
between
slow.
a teenager and twin.
Okay.
So I'm letting you guys know this now. This is not an excuse. I'm just explaining it to you guys.
Alright, so can we get kind of an idea what we're
Okay,
here?
so we're here because we have messages from him to.
This house is small.
He was talking to who we believe was an 11-year-old girl. We met her on an app, a dating app. So they had sexual conversations. She told him that she was 11. So he had plans to meet her and her 6-year-old cousin. He was trying to get them to run away. He was going to meet them somewhere here, but he didn't. He decided not to or something. So we figured out where he lived and we came up here to confront him about it. So
Okay.
that's why we're here. That's what happened.
So when we were questioning him, he was showing us some information on his phone. He allowed us to go through his phone. Did you allow us to go through his phone? And we come across several images of child porn. I mean, I pulled it up right here.
I'm so sorry.
He has them. Someone was sending them to him, is what he's saying, but he also saved them into his gallery as well. And then he sent several
I can't breathe.
pictures back, but I don't know the age of them. But the ones that the guy sent him are clearly children.
Okay. And where did this conversation take place? Is it on that phone or like
Yeah,
another phone?
we're recording.
From the 11-year-old.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, started on.
And so typically we're a nonprofit organization. We do this stuff a lot. So typically what we would do is we would have a conversation and then we would email the detective in that county a link, the legal link, the full evidence, everything that we have. Since we found these images, we wanted to call you guys out and make a report.
Whose phone is that?
This is his phone.
So I don't know if you guys. So what we usually do, I mean, if you want to see the messages, they're right here. Or we can, what we usually do is we get an email and we send over the screenshots. Depending on how the department wants to deal with it. So that's how we usually deal with it. But relax, man.
Calm down for a minute.
He's 3.
But I don't want to go to jail.
Well, then we need to talk and be honest with the police, okay?
I know it would be.
Okay.
I
Before you say anything, I'm gonna read you your rights, okay?
But am I going to go to jail?
Let me just read you your rights first, okay?
I've been screaming for an hour.
Not so much on pictures for you to fill out.
I can't afford it. I need.
Okay. Brian, right?
Yeah.
Are
read your rights real quick, alright? You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law. You have the right to talk to a lawyer and have him or her present while you are being questioned. You can afford to hire a lawyer. One will be appointed to represent you before any questioning if you wish. You can decide at any time to exercise these rights and not answer any questions or make any statements. Do you understand these rights as I have read them to you? With those rights in mind, would you be willing to answer any questions?
They tell me I have to.
Well, I'm asking you.
I have to, yes.
Right, yeah, okay, yeah. So
That's what I'm saying.
So you're waiving your rights to.
I don't have an attorney, so I don't know.
I mean, I'm asking you.
If I had an attorney, I probably would wait for an attorney, but I have no choice, so I don't have one.
But it's just, I can't believe, and I am so scared for my big sister to get here. I don't know.
Yeah, that's what
I'm
I
scared
figured.
after when she gets here.
he wants her and you disagree.
If she pulls up and sees cop cars, she's gonna really quit.
Okay.
She's gonna lose her
Since you're about
cookies.
your rights, I'm not gonna ask you any questions right now. Okay.
My older sister, we already called her
Just if she pulls up, let's just go outside and agree her.
just because she's gonna be mad.
What I
She's
have here in my
already
hand
mad.
are permissions to search and permissions to seize
Terry.
your cell phone. Okay.
You're gonna have to, she's gonna have to
I
take
can't.
It's under her name, yeah.
What
It's
are
all
we
in
doing?
hers,
What
so.
happened?
What's under her name?
The phone plan and everything is under his sister's name.
Okay, but it's still his property as well, right?
Yes, yes.
You might as well take the case too.
Don't need the case. They just want the phone, Brian. The case is not. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. We warned you. We warned you that this was going to happen if you wasn't careful.
We told you straight up to stop talking.
So basically, what I explained to him is what I have here is a
Things like
permission to
the
search.
garbage.
Yes.
If you really
For
wanted to
him.
meet somebody, there was plenty of times I went
Do
to
what,
the bar,
search
just
the
fucking
house?
gone
No,
over.
to search his
Many-
phone,
plenty
and
of
You
also
have
to
got
seize
one.
his phone.
His phone is in his. It's his number in his phone. Yes, it's in my name, but you have my permission, and he can give you permission also.
Yeah.
So would
Whatever
you
you guys need.
give us, the London Police Department, to seize your phone and to also search it?
Brian.
I know I'm going to jail, and I don't want to go to jail.
You should have thought of that before you got in some of these sites.
I we thought that first mate was supposed to be an innocent side, and it started off with that.
But the thing is, though, Brian, the problem being is even if you weren't going to meet up with anybody or anything else, you saved a couple of those pictures, and instead of doing what I said, of getting them once you got them and going up there to that police station and turning it in, you proceeded to just save them to build evidence, you said.
I always
You didn't need to build evidence. One picture was enough. One. And you had the guy's name. All you had to do was go give the name to him and the pictures and let them see
And
it.
they would have took it over and they would have found that guy, but instead you saved those
You
pictures
kept
to your
collecting them.
phone. And certain ones, not all of them, which make me believe that there's a reason why you saved those.
I can't.
Okay. So this is basically the permission to
He's never
search
done
form.
this, guys. I swear to God,
It
he's
just
never
says
done
that I
this
have
before.
explained
I
to you that
swear
you
to you,
also
go through
wait
the
to
phone,
have
you'll
a
see
warrant
when the
done.
first one
But if
started.
you give us
He's
consent, you can
never
print
done
your
That,
name up
you know,
here,
people that do
and
this
you
type
can
of stuff, they
sign down
cover,
here, okay?
they hide it, they cover
You
it.
get welcome to
Apparently,
This
telling
is-
me that he's taking gas money out was also a lie too. And
Like,
I would
we
just need your
catch
name printed up here.
predators. We've caught somebody that I knew
That's
personally.
fine. You can take your
So
time.
it's not your fault.
No.
I know it's not my
You know,
fault. It's his.
yeah,
It's his issue. But the problem being is knowing his mentality. I feel like it is kind of my fault because I was not monitoring his situation.
Well, you didn't think you had to.
You didn't think, yeah.
I
it's your
mean,
brother.
I tried.
mean, yeah.
I
you
just
didn't
all I
know.
wanted to do was try and let him be his. My mom used to hold his bank card from him because where he used to send this lady Bridget money overseas.
Yeah.
She took his bank card from him. When my mom passed away, we had a talk. I said, you know what? I'm gonna give him his bank card, but he goes, well, Jane, keep an eye on my bank account.
Yeah.
No
Okay.
problem. He is an impulsive buyer. Yeah, I'll do it.
Maybe after the
And here, and he was telling me he was taking gas money out of buying lunch at work. He's sending that's.
my help on any
And that's
of
the
this.
And I
first thing
fell for it.
Yeah, that's the first. And when I did
Help
find
you
it,
find
he
them.
told me to
Okay.
be quiet because he knew you
Because-
were gonna be upset.
There's like one person on my
He knows.
WhatsApp.
Yeah, be
Okay.
quiet, my ass.
Constantly.
You'll never
he
see
asks
that card
me for
again.
money.
You need gas, I'll drive you to go get it.
Blackmail me, so I blocked her. So then I almost
I now own
didn't see what
2
she
bank
said.
accounts. This
And
is
now
just
I
one. Like I got all the days in the world
and
to
she's
deal with
pretty
it.
much saying, "Oh, you need to give me
And
Sorry
he's
to
money."
bring
supposed to lose
this
his job, and I've done all my home now. This is just
Again, this is just a
freaking wonderful.
Basically, permission to seize your phone so we can take it in as evidence.
But like I said, if you guys need help finding these people, I will help you. I swear to God, I will help you. So I won't have to go to jail. I will become part of the network to help you guys find them.
Well, here's the
do you
thing,
give us
Brian.
permission
Right
to
now,
seize
you're
the
going to
phone?
get counseling. I'm going to
Do you
find
give
out
us
what
permission
program
to
to
seize
put
the
you
phone?
in. Do you even know the program
Okay.
that you go in?
We have a couple
We have-
cards with
Can you
Basically,
please?
here,
Because he's going to go. He's even said yes, he goes. He's going because I'll drive his ass.
Yeah.
I'll sit there if I have to. He's going. He's going to get so much help. He's not going to know what he's had done to him.
And we, you know, and we believe that you were going to monitor him. So, but when we found these images, we have no choice at this point.
I'm
You know what I
glad
mean?
it was brought to our
Yeah,
attention.
and I hate
I
hate doing this. You know, but you had no idea. People never know. We've called doctors, big people, you know, nice people, everybody, meth heads. You never know what people are doing behind. You know, in the quiet. In his room, you thought he was talking to people. You didn't know that.
No,
Like I
I'm in
said-
my room. I'm talking to a woman over online.
I know the
Video
woman-
chat
Stuff he was at work.
on Facebook.
You were talking to a lot of women, and a lot of them were scammers who could have
Which is
hurt
what I
you
kept
or
telling you.
done anything, and
Well,
your
no,
and your sister was
I'm talking
helping
about the
you.
Philippine woman that I can show you her name.
Okay, so
My point
Just
being,
here,
that
so-
what I'm saying is he is
so
going
your name's Brian.
to go to counseling. He's going.
Yeah,
And
this right here.
That's
when
my
I
name.
say going, if I take
Which
him every
is,
night, he's going.
yeah.
R.
No, okay.
Okay.
The bank card will never be in his hands
Yeah.
ever again, and he's going to be lucky to have a telephone. I am to that point. And as far as the computer goes,
Yeah.
we're going to block all over it.
I mean, you guys already did that.
I didn't think I'd have to see
Right.
this 3 grown-ass adults, and none of us, I didn't want to get on anything disgusting.
Right.
But apparently, I still have a child in the house that I got to put parental guidance on.
It's to affect my job now. That
If
I'm
it was a good phone number.
Well, Brian, I don't even want to hear this. You don't even whine about it. I don't want to hear this. So they were- I cannot.
74 506 3112. But you guys can get that. I won't have
I could there's no what did you want?
Yeah, even if they
I
don't
just
take
need
you
your
right now,
signature
you still
down
gotta deal with Terry.
Right there.
You think I'm mad?
Well, the cops are going out there and going to calm her down before she comes in, because if she comes in right now, she's going to come in blazing.
Yeah, well,
And she'll wind up arrested, because she'll go straight to him and punch him. And I don't want her going to jail. I don't want anybody going to jail.
I don't want to go to jail, and I know I probably will because I'm so goddamn stupid.
Right?
Alright,
How
calm
many
down.
times have I told you over the fucking years? Start thinking for your fucking self and stop
Okay,
doing what everybody else tells you.
This is not helping, alright?
It's not. I know, and I need to stop screaming too.
Can you witness right here? Is that his phone?
Yeah.
Can you close it?
Yep.
Alright, we're taking this, alright?
That's fine.
Should I get your information? I have an ID on you.
Yeah, I don't have an
You
ID
need
on
to
me.
know how to get in there. You need to open it.
Oh, like if I passcodes on it.
It.
Just, you should write it on the paper that you
Can
gave
you
her
witness
permission
and
to.
Yeah.
Like here, you pull that up, it goes down and up.
Is it muted? On Facebook, you can't mute it.
You can't?
No, you're just gonna have to like toggle out of it.
And like I said, they got that guy Chris's number.
Maybe we
Send him
can,
pictures of young
just
children.
write it down.
And
What's your name?
Can I write it down for you?
You will go and you will be
I
cooperative.
know. And like I
You
just
will
told
be
them, I
honest.
just told him and her because he's way over there. If they want me to help them find,
I heard what you said.
I know.
And
I
you
know
will
there's-
be
I know
so
there's network,
cooperative.
like a network, computer network like that, where you people like who get caught up in this and stuff could go on and work with the police department. I will be willing to work with you guys
I got my number on there.
because
Oh, you're going to help them do a lot of shit.
This one?
because I
Yeah, that's
like
mine.
because I could
Personal phone
easily.
number.
Is that your...
driver's license number if you need it for whatever reason.
I can't. Make sure I wasn't just having a nightmare.
But I just hope to God I'm not going to jail today because I can't go to jail.
Brian, they're crying ain't gonna stop it.
It's nervous reaction right now.
Okay.
I mean, it's very serious.
Can you write your
It could have got way worse. This is a wake-up call. This is when you need to get help.
I know, I've been needing help for a long time. But
Then why did you ask for it, Brian?
every time I asked for it, you was ready to go off on
Brian
it.
Keith Penson, look at me right now. Hold on a second. You look at me. You have never, ever asked us for help.
You said
No, you have not. Do not sit there and act like you did.
Alright, let's not keep screaming at him, okay?
I'm not going to have him sit and
Okay, I
lie.
understand, but it doesn't help.
no.
Obviously
You
nothing is
asked me
getting
if I
sent.
need help. I said yeah, maybe, and you like.
Okay.
Oh, I can't. Because he's sitting here and he's pissing me off now. No, never said that.
Yeah,
I got to walk out of the room, but I'm holding up the
this is
bill,
what I thought.
and I'm not going to have someone sit there and said no to him.
Mine's probably almost there too.
Yeah.
I know one doctor here up and over in West
Here's this.
Jeff that does this kind of work.
Thank you.
And you could, I mean, just as you were easily got on that Meet 24 app, you could have Googled it too. You didn't even have to ask. You could have Googled services to help you if you really honestly wanted to get help.
I do want to get help now because of the deal.
Well, now this,
Can
yeah, this is a
you-
huge wake-up
Here's
call
my
for
card,
you now,
and
Brian.
my email and
And this is
everything
when you
on
need to get help, okay?
I'll probably reach out to
I'm
you
gonna
by
lose
phone
my
number
job
if
now
anything
because
to get like
they're
the
gonna
other side of.
know.
Listen, we don't know what's gonna happen. You getting upset and being upset, it's not gonna
Is there
fix
anything else you guys
okay?
would have or
I would-
need from
I don't
us or
have
something
a
like that?
Nope. All we
You
have
just
is
have- you're just gonna have to
conversation
relax.
between him and
And deal with it, okay?
And you guys just drove right here today?
Brian, quit.
Yeah.
Take a deep breath and quit.
And the intention was just to confront him? Okay.
Yeah, I just came up here and I asked if his name was Brian. I asked if I could come and have a conversation with them, and they invited us in. So that's kind of where it was at. And then I don't know what he said to you, but you have to email or anything for us to go
I do.
Google link. Okay, we'll send that all over.
With that being said, are you guys gonna? He
There
lives
she
here,
is.
right? He lives here, right?
Yes.
Okay.
That van that just went by, she's going to
You
turn
want
around
him
and
to
come
stay
back.
here?
That's my sister.
I mean, we're not gonna take him right now just because we still have to do an investigation. I'll say
Thank
that.
you.
But my question is, would he be fine staying here? Is that gonna cause an issue?
No,
Right
it's
now,
not going to
right now, I'm
But
not
what
gonna lie.
about-
He's going to end up getting yelled at, but that's about as far as it's going
Yeah,
to go.
he's
Okay.
fine. He's not going to get the hell beat out of him
No.
here now.
Now I do have a question.
But we
What
are.
about technically?
Do you have also ID on you? I did not get yours.
As far
What
as
do
the
you
job
want to know,
goes,
Brian?
about my job? If I'm only going to work Monday and stuff.
we don't-
Right at this point, nobody knows what's going on. At this point, right
Do
now,
you guys
Brian, we
also
don't
have
know.
ID since you guys live here? And
We,
Yeah, I got
we
it.
need our IDs?
Yes, ma'am.
I'll go grab mine.
See, now they're out there right there in Aaron's yard and talking loud, and I don't want the whole neighborhood knowing what's going on here at this point till we find out what is going on. You know what I mean? Because we will. This neighborhood is very close, and they will put a petition up to kick us out.
Well, you guys are doing the right thing. Most of the time, people see. I mean, you guys had no idea this was going on in your house.
Doesn't matter. The neighbors aren't going to look at it that way. They're
Well,
going to be like, you live with him, you should know.
but you don't know, and our organization is proof that people hide this very, very well. I mean, we've caught very high, up people.
we've caught teachers.
We've caught teachers. We've caught a
Doctors,
cop, a
doctors,
doctor.
we've caught a cop.
Yeah, it's.
Well, I had teachers involved. When I was in high school and stuff, my math teacher got arrested right there in the middle of class.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, we had a teacher
Two girls in my class.
invite the girl to the school.
Told them that they weren't going to
And
pass
this
unless
is
he did.
things that
That's what they
Brian,
did.
and I'm trying to say this
They
calmly
took
to
him
you.
out right in the
This
middle of
is
class.
things that we have tried to talk
We're
to you over and
teenagers.
over
We
again.
was like, "Yeah,
And the
this
only
guy's
reason I got mad a
ridiculous."
minute ago is you were sitting there
That's-
telling a boss that
that's-
you've never asked us for help.
I'll never
You
forget
never
his
said,
name. It was
yeah, I think
suicidal.
I
I'll
might
never
need
forget
help.
that.
You've never
Just
said that.
because of that.
You've always looked at me and said, I'm not doing anything wrong.
Would be a good contact number for you.
740
Yeah.
506
I want to go to.
3618.
I want to hear my older sister.
John,
Well, you're going to have to
Every
deal
year.
John will
with them.
keep everybody calm.
Sorry, and for you.
Did you YouTube that thing? That's it.
Okay. Wi-Fi.
already said for us
Playing
not to
phone
holler.
games. That's what I was doing. You guys can.
I know, Terry.
Terry, Brian, at this point right now, I'd shut it. I can tell by the look on her face that right now you are the last person she wants to hear from.
Would you guys be willing to come in to do statements and stuff like that?
Yeah. I will. Yeah.
Okay.
Not a problem.
Oh, you better not. Matter of fact, give it to me right now. Give it to me right now.
I want anything
And
that
I'm
is
handing it to the officer. They're taking it.
Okay.
You're not allowed to have it.
Back, I'm caught 'cause I want to find out what's going on.
Being
Take his
sorry.
mic, please, because he is
So
talking
listen,
about
that's
hurting
not
Does he
going to
have
solve
anything
anything,
else?
Brian,
That's the
okay?
only thing he has. Oh,
No.
here?
Look, if-
Anything else here we can...
Brian,
we can
if
take
you
anything
really
else,
wanted
but
to get
I
help,
wanna
like
make
you
sure.
said, look, it's out in the open now. This is when you need to be honest with your family.
I want
Your family
help.
is
I do
here
want help.
for support.
I need help, Pat.
Right. His sister.
So you need to calm down and
I
talk
don't
with
want
your
to hear it. The
family.
neighborhood doesn't need to hear this.
Yeah, I don't want that. I'm his sister Terry.
Hi, I'm
I have
Paula.
his sister Charlene on the phone. We're wanting to know what's going on. I don't want.
Yeah, so we run a nonprofit organization out of Indiana.
Okay, can you hear Charlene? Okay.
Brian, shut it.
We run a nonprofit organization out of Indiana. So we have decoy apps on several social media sites, and we pose as kids.
I have told him.
And that's what she said, that it seems like there's an issue with going, talking to a lot of people online. Anyways, he came in contact with one of our decoys. The decoy let him know that she was 11 years old. He actually guessed that she was 11 years old. So they continued to have a conversation where it did turn sexual. He did also talk with the girl about running away and telling her that she needs to bring the tablet so they can break the tablet, to write a note saying that she was going to go to California. And she was also supposed to bring her, was it a 6-year-old cousin with her? Once we got here and had the conversation with them, he did admit to having the conversation with them. He did allow me to go through his phone. Once going through his phone, I found hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of images of pornographic images, to a point where there were children involved. He was talking with a guy he met on the same site, which this happens because the site is full of pedophiles. What they do is they get people, what they basically got him to do is send them pictures. Look up certain pictures and send him pictures. Now the thing with Brian is there was a lot of pictures that he sent, but he only saved certain ones. And they were in his gallery of very, very, very young children. And then he had the sexual conversation with the 11-year-old. So that is where the issue is. I do believe Brian was getting him in a lot of trouble. Or no, I'm sorry, not Brian. Chris was getting him in a lot of trouble. But Brian needs to take accountability for saving those pictures and having the sexual conversation with what he believed was an 11-year-old child.
Absolutely. I will go to get counseling. I swear to God, I will. I don't want to go to jail.
I don't want crocodile tears. Don't do it. No.
If you two want to see any of the messages, you can see them.
Thank you, Charlene.
Are you guys planning on making an arrest at this time?
Oh, I'm not the police officer. I'm just my name's Shonda. I just work for Predator Catchers Incorporated. So usually we just have a conversation with them. Once I found the child porn on his phone, at that point I have to make a report. So our team did contact the police. They did seize his phone. So they'll be opening an investigation on him. We don't know what'll happen from that. We don't know, but at this time it's going to be best for him to get some help while they figure this out. That's going to, especially if he's already talking about harming himself.
I will, if I
he
go to jail,
definitely
I will
needs to be monitored.
I will die, because I won't go to jail.
Okay. So, okay, alright. Thank you so much for explaining all that to me.
And I can give you my number if you guys want to reach out and talk. We do talk with families that have been through this. We understand
Brian, shut up.
how it's affecting everybody. So if you need any of our information, we'd gladly get that to you as well.
Or if they're just going to do an investigation at this point.
Is this going to be? Is this also going? Charlene, hang on one sec. Is this also going to be like if he gets arrested? He's going to have a thing out that he's a pedophile. Even if he don't get arrested, is there a thing out that's going to be that he's a pedophile?
That he has to register.
Now,
I'll have to register
that
from here on out as a sex predator.
it just depends on what there's been times when they don't make them go on a registry. I don't know how Ohio works. We are from Indiana. We don't have any cases. We haven't had any cases here in Ohio, so I don't know the outcome, unfortunately. But with those, he had several images typically they do charge on each image.
Did you drive out
I deal with
Brian,
pedophiles all the time.
stop.
Brian,
Brian,
at this point,
Yeah.
so you will have to register from here on out.
you need to stop. You need to stop.
So,
You need to stop.
okay. Alright, so at this time, we're not making an arrest, but we
No.
okay.
Yeah, the police have already left. They do have his
Yeah,
phone.
they said they have to go and
Um,
investigate
yeah.
first, and then if the investigator chooses to arrest him, then they will. But at this moment, until they go to see the investigator and they look at his phone and stuff there, they don't know if he'll get arrested today or not.
Right.
They may
don't
not. They
know.
may just want him to come in and be questioned and
Yeah,
stuff.
and tell about Chris. You know,
You
this
need
way
to
you
be
need
honest about
honest.
everything, Brian. But at this point right now, this bawling, I'm like Terry. I don't want to see it. I don't want to hear the crocodile tears because you don't understand. And I want y'all to understand. We grew up with you. We know what the crocodile tears is for. It's for all of us to drop it. And we're not doing it this time.
I'm not dropping crying. God damn it.
Don't you start doing, Mr. Preacher.
Yeah, you don't
So-called
say you're a
preaching.
minister and then sit there and say this.
Yeah, rip it off.
That's right, because at this point
you're not
right
a
now,
preacher.
you will not practice ministering ever again.
No.
I'm going to make sure of it. I'm taking your license away from you.
You're not a preacher.
Yeah.
You never was a real preacher.
Sorry.
Hey, listen. Okay, in the mental state that he is in right now.
Mental state,
he's
mental state, my
probably
ass.
going- No, he's going to probably try to hurt himself.
I don't-
Okay?
We've already given the cops his
You guys
knife.
need to watch what he's doing.
Or his
okay?
knife, I should say. The rest of them. I'm gonna
Charlene,
just
don't put
myself
things
out.
in his head. Because that's how
No,
another way he
the
gets
cops
out of
already had to take his knife from him.
it.
They didn't take the other
Yo,
I'm gonna
Jane,
take it.
Charlene, he says that so we would shut up. That's all it is. He says that shit just to shut us up.
I mean, you have a family who obviously care about you that are here. Harming yourself is not going to solve anything. It's all out in the open. You want to get help. This is where you get help. Okay. This is where it starts. Your family knows about it now.
Brian, listen to me, okay? Listen to me. I deal with this all the time, okay? I need you to hear me on this, okay?
She's a
There's plenty
prison
of
guard.
help out there. I can get you help,
See?
okay? I can get you all kinds of help. However, at this point, you have to be honest. You cannot hide anything. You cannot, from here on out, your life is going to be different, okay? But you're going to have to accept responsibility what you just did and what you've been doing. This has been ongoing. I know it has. It doesn't happen overnight. It doesn't happen overnight.
Hey, John.
Okay? Do you hear me, Brian?
And you're going to be shunned by a lot of family members. A lot of
She's
family
on the
members are
phone,
going to
Brian.
shun
She
you.
can't see you. She cannot see you, so she has to hear
I don't want
you.
to lose my job because they will.
Okay, Brian, the law, you're losing your job and everything. Nobody say anything about calling your jobs. Calm
They will be
down.
on. They had to send it to the job.
Yes, Brian, listen to me.
Well.
You're right. And from here on out, in the state of Ohio, everybody's going to know that you are a pedophile. You need to understand that right now.
There's nothing we can do about it.
We'll be one at
It's
this
done.
time.
It's already
Yeah,
done.
that's it.
It's already done. So you don't have to be
Stop it.
forward. At this point, we're trying to get you out from this point forward. Okay?
This is where you get help. Your
I
family
did
is
what
here.
I want to help. I really do. I just don't want to go to jail for it.
Well, of course you don't.
Then you should have stopped when we told you years
And like
ago.
I told the cops,
Yes.
hey, because the cops, one lady cop, you say stuff like they have programs too here where they.
Yes.
And I said I will even work for you guys and get.
Well, you need to focus on yourself, okay?
No, I don't
fix
know
you
what she
first.
said. She said, well,
Yes.
focus,
And
they
here's the thing,
would talk to me
Terry.
more about that.
Right.
Terry,
Well, I-
we did talk to the cops about it.
What?
I want you off speaker. What? I mean, what?
Look, your family could have already found you out. They're willing to talk this out. Of course they're angry. Rightfully so, right?
I'm angry myself too. That's what made them sad.
Right. If a grown man is talking to one of
At
your
least you're
nieces or
showing
nephews,
remorse.
right, and that you want to get help, but
She hung up?
But
No.
they don't know he brought this. Dude.
Yeah. What?
just take a
And
breath.
now, is she
You
on
being
speaker?
upset is not gonna it's
Okay.
not gonna help anything, okay? It's already out in the open. It's done and over with. The hard part is over with. This is where you've got to change your life.
I tried.
Yeah.
I need this back.
No
But
money, but yeah.
this part of me is going to jail. It's being there with all these criminals,
Well,
murderers. See,
Uh-huh.
that's what I'm
When-
talking about.
Well, you
No.
have to understand that they're going to
Yeah,
be
I'm on the
upset.
phone
This
with
is
you.
very
I'm gonna go get
upsetting,
them.
Brian. They love you. You're
our family. You know what? When I told the cops when he walked up there to keep me because he
I
knew
don't
I
know.
was
She
mad.
just put on
They
hand
said-
me the phone. She didn't say.
they
nothing. She
said-
looked like you was mad. I don't.
No. Tell her to talk to you for a minute. Anyways, what I said to them is, I love you with all my heart. You're my brother. I love you. But this is fucking ridiculous. You are a grown man, and you knew what happens if you get on this internet that these girls, when you got involved with that damn money crap. I told you, gotta stop this shit.
And you were still doing that and trying to hide it from them after they already
The money, and you swore to me it was groups of, and these were older, and you showed me pictures of the older women.
The ones that were taking his money, they were
So,
pictures of
so
older
as far as
women.
I know, he was done with the money thing. So I thought he was done.
And you weren't
I'm
right.
not talking about
this
me.
is-
I'm talking
this is
about
when
the
you need
fact
to
that I don't
explain
know
to
what
her
to do
that
to
you're
help
still
him.
doing that as well.
You're still offering money.
So when did is Chris the first guy you talked to about this?
Who is this Chris?
It's a guy you met off of the same site that we.
And then
we
I
met
have
on.
him on, he's on my Facebook.
Add him on Facebook.
And in his phone messages, and he, cause even that was wild. I was saying to him, hey, we can meet up and you guys come to London.
I know.
for
I've already
vacation.
told him he was educationally slow.
And
I
he
told him all that
maybe.
Okay, we just need to gather everything else.
stuff. Okay.
Where's his room at?
The hell?
Are you on?
My laptop don't work, so you need to worry about that.
Do you care if we do in your room?
Yeah, do it.
I promise
Are
you,
you on
he has never,
Instagram
ever
or-
been
I have
looking
Instagram, I have
me. I go in the kitchen, she's
Facebook,
following me. I go to the bathroom, the girl was following me. Everywhere I went.
I didn't see anything on his Instagram.
I
I went through
promise.
it.
I promise.
I mean, there was a lot of messages though, so there could have been.
Who told you to download WhatsApp?
I got, grandson.
I had done,
But I
I downloaded
promise
that
you,
a
I
long time
swear to
ago.
you,
So you, and that was probably when you were starting to do the send the money.
No,
never.
yeah.
Because they asked you to download WhatsApp, correct?
I
Oh, you
downloaded
downloaded
it,
to talk to them.
and then
Nobody knows about it.
WhatsApp
Y'all
kind of
gotta
connects
go
it
and
with your
blab
phone
about
line.
this to anybody.
And that way you can
At
video
this
chat
point.
with people
Yeah.
easier.
Yeah.
Have you video
You're
chatted
gonna
with
know
them?
if after it's all over with.
If
Please,
you want
I
to call
just don't
video
want
chat,
everybody
they'd
knowing
come
about
up on
nothing
there,
until
you know,
we got results.
like a quick flicker, and then it pops back off.
I'm not meaning that the way, I know, but I'm just saying, it does not.
They want to know about all the laptops and all the computers.
So I mean, let's be honest with. I mean, were you talking to anybody on the laptops too?
My
Was
laptop
it
don't
just-
work.
But anybody
No,
else?
they were up
somehow?
together.
The only
This is
time,
all the
the last time my
laptops and all the
laptop worked,
computers.
I had a Philippine friend that I met on something else, and we.
So basically, when you sign this paper, it gives us
Hang on,
authorization to
hang
take
on.
everything, every property that you own. Is there anything else that you log on to that you get on these websites with?
Just my phone, because my laptop don't work, it blew up.
Where's it at?
It's on that mess table on my
Go
desk.
get it for her.
I would
Like I said, the battery in it blew out, burned out.
He has, and here's mine, but he does not have my passcode, he just never get on my laptop. The laptop of mine is on mine.
No, I wanted you to tell her what you were telling me.
Want this, because you're welcome to still go through it if you like.
He has access to this one, they just don't believe he ever gets on it.
He never gets on it. He has to have
But
a
he knows
password.
the password?
No.
Is there a guest login to that?
There's no guest log.
Oh, no, not on the laptop, no.
So I use this for paranormal investigating. The only thing that there's only one person who's on that thing.
Okay.
But I'm willing to give you the password and let y'all take it with you to go through if you'd like. To be on the safe side. You feel better doing it.
Okay, I would.
This is my laptop, and then, like I said, the battery burned out on it a long
I'd probably
time
give
ago.
him
I had to go get a.
I'd give him
go
all.
get a.
Because if he was using it or something, and he's got something sent, I would just let him take it all,
That's what I told them. I told them to take everything.
just in case. Because
They're sitting there saying that they can. I told them to take everything. I gave them permission to take it all.
No, that's
Well, Jane's sitting there going that he can't get on this and that, and I'm
mouse.
Okay.
on the
like, he could be
computer.
asleep and he might not sneak in there. You know, we don't have to be at work.
Jane,
Like getting
No,
login
just
to these.
no. I've been using my phone.
Okay.
Jane,
Okay. I'm coming, Jerry.
they need to take your computer too.
She just said no, not right now. She said they just.
They're saying anything that he could go in and get
He
on.
can't get in mine unless he has my password. Brian, what's my password to my computer?
I don't know your password.
Honestly.
I don't know your password.
I just want to make sure you didn't know it. And I'm not going to tell you.
You know what?
Move it to your person search form as well. But since that's your property, I'd have to do that separately.
Okay, well, like I said, I'm willing to give it to you because I know he hasn't been on it,
Okay.
and I have nothing to hide.
Yeah.
But if you
Okay,
don't,
I'd probably talk to the investigator just to double check. Also
okay,
with you.
and I mean, if they need me to bring it in, not a problem. You have my full cooperation on
Wait
all
till
of
the
it.
rest of the family hears this.
So, I
Alright,
told her nothing needs to be said.
Do you
right
guys
now.
have anything else you guys need from him? Or else we
Yes.
probably ask you guys to go ahead and go for now.
I mean, do you guys have anything for us?
Oh, not just him.
No,
all
we're
the
going to
rest
do
of
an
us.
intervention. So,
Okay.
a
Did
personal
you give
intervention.
her a card? I think I have some in my backpack. So I'll run out and grab a card just if you need to contact us about anything. Also has resources if you want to look into that too as well. Sounds like the lady on the phone has some good ones too.
She's got a lot of ways to get. She works for the prison system and she knows how to get into all this stuff. Yeah,
Great. So,
she's
try and
already
be
she's
honest
the
and,
one talking
and
to
work
the
through it,
phone.
I may
okay?
not be close, but I am.
Thank you guys for allowing us to thank you.
Thank you for letting us know.
We're very, very sorry.
Thank you for waiting. No, don't be sorry, but thank you.
Thank
I'll
you
bring
for
a
letting
card
us
in.
know.
And let us hear. Keep an eye on it, please.
Say what?
Out here.
Appreciate what you guys do.
Oh, thank you, man. I appreciate that.
You guys be careful.
Yeah, for sure. It's awesome. Oh man, shit. Was not expecting all that, bro. Shit. That dude's gonna get arrested. He's going to get arrested. With the shit that he had on his phone, he's getting arrested. I don't know where the keys are.
Well, we were in Muncie. We go everywhere. We have charges in California, Texas. He has one in the UK.
Yeah.
I just got arrested in Colorado the other day. We didn't go there, so let's pick him up. But
This is like an organization. You guys like volunteers for all this?
yeah, we have a group of volunteers. We're actually a 501c3 nonprofit out of Wisconsin. We just try to educate, monitor online. So we kind of like website to do, monitor online. And we also have advocates for parents to monitor their kids and online safety.
You do that for anyone everywhere.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. We talk with Ohio, but I know you guys are laws are like kind of strict on this kind of stuff, and a lot of times they say they can't work with groups like us because we're not law enforcement.
As far as we know, though.
That, as far as we know, that's a resource card, but that's our like, website and stuff. We can contact us and look us up on Facebook, but those cards are new ones. But yeah,
Well, you guys are awesome.
I appreciate that, sir. Well, I
we didn't know it was
appreciate
going to
that.
be as intense. Like, we thought talking.
I came here. This is City of London, so I'm from town. So
Oh,
it's
okay.
like they need to back up now. So I have no idea what I'm doing.
Yeah,
Line to come on in.
Yeah.
we didn't realize it was going to be
Yeah.
as intense. I mean, when we find the villages, it's never a good day. But give it over to you guys. He was willing to give it up. That's awesome.
It's the worst part of this job. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, for sure.
I appreciate. Thank you. All my cards are broken. Okay, I'm gonna need this charge for it, not my wallet.
You can bring your thing.
I don't have it. I have to stop at the gas station and get one. I gotta do update on YouTube. Ooh, good job.
All right, man, y'all.
Hold it.
I can hold it for now. That was crazy. It's not expecting all that. I mean, you know, I'm never surprised that they have child porn, but like seeing child porn is just so fucked up. Like, I've never seen. Well, I've never seen child porn before doing catching predators. The first time I ever seen child porn is when we caught that dude in Texas.
He had some really graphics.
Yeah,
But he had
dude,
some bad ones.
Yeah,
some real bad
so that was the second time I've seen child porn. It's fucking disgusting.
Like
it's
literally,
fucking
that
disgusting.
One had a baby doll in it.
I didn't see that.
Holding
one.
a baby doll.
There was naked pictures of kids. There was kids doing sex acts.
Yeah.
Sex acts.
Having sex with
having sex with clearly an older man. Fucking. Yeah.
And I do believe they will come back and charge him. I don't. There's no doubt in my mind.
Oh, that's what I told them. Like, he's getting arrested.
Yeah,
he's going to get arrested. Like
sure.
The shit that he had on his phone. Like it's done.
Well, you couldn't.
It's
like,
donezo.
You didn't want to say that because the family was already hyped up. I can't believe they didn't physically fight him.
I thought
he was going to come.
I thought he was about to. I would have been like. Shout out to that family because they obviously, you know, that just sucks for them. But you know they are grateful. They're grateful for what we did, man. They're glad we did it. The cops were cool as shit.
Yeah, that cop was really nice.
The one cop said, "I appreciate what you guys do." The other cop said, "What do you say? You guys are awesome."
Yeah.
Said you guys are awesome.
Information. He's like, yeah, give me a card.
So, shout outs to London police, man. I don't know what county this is. You know what county this is?
I have no idea.
I don't know what county this is, but it's London, Ohio.
Can I have the card? I'm gonna buy a charger thing. This is my phone was dead. It was on 100%. I didn't think we'd be talking that long.
Right.
Sorry, YouTube. There's 1,000 people too. You want anything? A drink?
Yes.
Can you throw that away?
Yeah. Sucks I couldn't get on YouTube, man. I'm so pissed. I'm still pissed off about that. If anybody doesn't know, my YouTube, I cannot post or anything. I cannot post or go live or anything on my PCI YouTube right now. Sucks. Shonda's live. Her phone died. That's what happened to it. Yeah, we didn't think we would be talking that long, and she didn't bring any portable chargers inside, so her phone died. But yeah, so he did think he was talking to an 11-year-old girl. An 11-year-old girl. He was trying to convince the 11-year-old to run away. That was one of the first messages he said. Trying to get her to run away with him, along with her cousin, because, you know, I said, well, I might have my cousin with me this weekend, so I don't know if, I don't remember exactly what I said, but, I just said, like, what are we going to do if my cousin has to come over to my house? Like, you want to hang out a different day or something like that? And he was like, she can come, basically. Like, I'm paraphrasing. I don't remember exactly how he said it, but, and he also said, let me just pull up a message. Let me just pull up. Because he was being sexual towards both of them. He didn't want to just do it. Hang on 1 second. We have too many damn phones. I know, Brooklyn. Well, my phone didn't die. My phone's good. My phone was straight. It was Shonda's phone. All right, so I sent a picture of my cousin who is 6. It says she's 6. She's turning 7 in a few months. She says she's beautiful. He said she's beautiful. He said, okay. I said, wait, hang on. I said, so you want her to run away with me too? He said, you think she will? I said, yeah, if I do. He said, okay, then bring her with you. Make sure you wear something sexy too. He said, baby, you need to do 2 things. Write a note. Say you two run away to California, but not to come to Ohio, to London, Ohio. Put you two going to California. 3, you bring your tablet. Bring your tablet. You get to Walmart in London, Ohio. Break it and be in a part outside where camera do see you two. Let's say cameras don't see you two. And okay, so some people have some people get weird when we catch people that have like a disability, or they might be a little slow, they have mental issues or something. People get weird about it, but this guy knows it's wrong. He knows what he's doing. See, this is what he said. He said, baby, promise me you not a police officer. I will be very mad if they're police there. See, he clearly knows what he's doing. Clearly knows. Don't let his like disability fool you. Don't let any of these dudes that we catch that have disabilities, do not let them fool you. They know what they're doing is wrong. He said, I said, I'm not the police, I swear. He said, okay, baby, I will be keeping a close eyes everywhere. He says, baby, you two do come to London, Ohio tomorrow. We have sex. You wanted me to treat you as my wife and her as your and my daughter with sex. Like, what? Hell no. Talking about treating the 6-year-old cousin, treating her as their daughter with sex. He said, baby, my last name is his last name, pensom. He said, what is your first and middle name with my last name? I told him my first and middle name, and then he was like, okay, blank, blank, miss blank. Sick. I'm trying to find out where he's talked about. Hang on.
You know he was going to send it to that guy.
Oh, yeah.
Exactly
Yeah. If this was like a real kid and she did send him the naked pictures, he would have sent the pictures right to that Chris dude or whoever it is.
Yeah. It was some scam. And the guy in the messages kept saying, stop texting me, stop texting. That last message on his phone, it said, bye, quit talking to me.
Huh?
Like the Chris guy kept saying, quit talking to me. And he's like, are you mad? He sent his dick, his asshole to him.
Dick?
Yes.
Why?
I don't know.
What the fuck?
He was like, please talk to me. Why aren't you talking to me? Why aren't you? Yeah. That was...
Okay, yeah, after I told him the cousin's age, he said, okay, baby, you wanted me fuck her too with you. I said, you do? He said, if you have to bring her, it okay. You have picture of her too? I fuck both of you. I fuck you both, excuse me. I fuck you both. That's what he said. So, like, his whole excuse, his whole bullshit, I was trying to get up evidence. Like, this guy's just sending him these pictures. He's not asking for them. He doesn't want them. He doesn't like these pictures. This guy's just sending them these pictures. No! Dude, he wants CP on his, he wants the CP.
And there was
he wants it.
He only saved a couple of them. It was weird. And it was like, that guy sent like 5 ones, and I noticed that he had saved like 2 of them. Like, probably the ones that he liked.
Right.
You know, that he preferred. My phone will not.
Thanks. Sick, man. So sick. I feel bad for the family for sure. They were, man.
You tell it, they want to believe it. No one wants to believe that at their family, you know?
But they did believe it though. They believed it pretty quick.
Well, yeah.
Of course, yeah. They didn't think anything was going on. They just didn't think he was doing that. I bet he has been doing some shady, sneaky stuff. I don't know. They seem like they were telling the truth on everything what they were saying. Yeah. Like he hasn't been doing anything like, crazy bad that they know of.
But when I found that picture where he had sent that lady money, he was like, he looked at me and was like, I'm telling her. Hold to the next one.
Yeah.
You know he lives alone.
Yeah, y'all missed it already. Yeah, so you have to go back and watch it when I end this.
Or on Prayer Catchers Muncie YouTube, you can see it.
Or it's on the PCM channel right now. All right, but I gotta hop off here, y'all. We got another guy to get, so we're gonna get this other dude. We appreciate all the support. Yeah, we'll be back live here shortly. So see y'all on the next catch. Peace.